welcome to Skottie Talk with Tyler and Dustin. Make sure we're live. Yes, thank you, Britton. I saw that comment. Okay, I appreciate that. Yes, no,
Mic
we're on
check,
top of our
mic
game.
check. Yeah,
We're back batting 100. So thank you very much, Britton, for reminding us of that horrid night when nothing worked like it was supposed to. So
exactly. Dustin loves reliving that. So
yeah, I broke out in a cold sweat as soon as I saw hit go live button. So. Oh man! But we were doing a behind the scenes segment of what I like to call teaching an old dog new tricks. Tyler is tutoring me, and I'm learning a lot, and I am very impressed. So hopefully you all appreciate the hard work and dedication that General Tyler, Tyler, the main man, has put into this. So
I was gonna say, yeah, we kind of glossed it. We can talk a little bit more about him tonight as we kind of go through and stuff.
yeah,
But since we had, and I'm already seeing issues, of course, with because that was the other thing I forgot was exporting
ah,
the Google stuff. It's
yeah,
different. I was reading too that it's supposedly the reason is because it goes off the fonts that you have installed on your computer. Which is weird because I installed this font on my PC, so I didn't think it'd be an issue. But yeah, these are all yeah, it's been a process getting all the new slides and everything set up, and like Dustin was saying, I'm trying to use layout and everything to make it as easy as possible for us now to be able to just grab our template, make a new one, drag and drop images, fill the text boxes and stuff. It used to be we would just slap together whatever and just no real formatting, no real rhyme or reason in a sense, and it worked for as
that's
long
hard to
as it
believe.
did.
They're shocking,
I
shocking.
know it's so
People
funny
can't
going
believe.
every time I go back because I would go back and reference other slides and see like the stark blue, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we
Yeah.
had that for so long. And again, that was on me. It just took me so long to finally get to making the presentation stuff because it's an undertaking, and I'm also a perfectionist. It has to be, so everything is created. I didn't grab anything like the corner box, the approved by nobodies, like all that's created by hand in Photoshop, the background with the textures and everything. Again,
Beautiful, beautiful.
I just go over and over and over until I get it perfect. But yeah, we're evolved and grown up. Look at us.
That's a,
But yeah,
but
so
the,
we'll kind of go over everything as we go through. But
But Tyler, you have a lot to live up to because your wife, the artwork that she did in the top left hand corner, yeah, I feel like she set the bar so high that you're having to try to keep up with that, which is very
I
hard to
know,
do.
yeah, it really did. That's I think the proudest or the thing I'm most proud about. Goodness, I can't even speak. The
That's
thing I'm
okay.
most proud of is that corner box. And like
I love it.
realizing like, oh, we
It's a
already have our heads. This is perfect, and we can use that for the episode number and date. Like that's just perfect. Like there's nothing else that would kind of work better than that. So I was super happy to have the heads there to be able to just pop in and fill the
well,
space. So
I love that corner box so much that I clicked on a link for making enamel pins. And now I'm getting
oh,
every ad I'm getting now is for buying whiz pins, all this thing. So, but
that would be pretty cool.
I
Yeah.
want to make that a pin to put on my backpack. So,
That would be awesome, like that. I like because I've seen people play, and it's unfortunate because the StreamYard covers it, which I realized last week when we had Mike, and I still didn't really do anything about because I'm like, but the StreamYard covers that approved by nobody,
yeah,
nobody's authority, which I thought was fun.
lots.
I was also reminded. I picked up this. I don't know if you're familiar with this comic. I still haven't read it. I saw this at the
Oh,
store.
let me blow you up. I can't.
I won't say what it stands for because
Oh,
but,
oh,
but what I will
that's how it's
point
going to be. That's how
well,
it's
well
going to
what I
be.
will point out is you can blow me up is I like that
Oh, let me.
disapproved by the comics authority was their
Ah,
little so I
nice,
like the way
nice.
they did theirs with the little rocker it looks like a person with their arms up but
I like that.
so again,
That's
I'm,
good.
I'm not the first to think of some of this stuff, but it was fun to kind of come up with and play off of comic tropes and stuff, and then talking
Which
with
one?
Brett, and again, it just fits our show so well. I feel like so
I hope
it's
so because
silly. We're formal, but we're here to party.
yeah, business in the front, party in the back. We are the mullet of podcasts. So come
I
on.
think we're business and party in the like
That's
it's the
right.
best of both worlds. Like it's all
That's
just up
right.
there and front and center.
So
So
the Hannah Montana of podcasts, the best of
mm,
both worlds. So
the best of Okay, I
Yeah.
like that.
Put it all together.
Next slides, it'll just be
Yeah.
bangs
That's-
going up the sides.
I like it. Yeah, but that the corner box is great. Next week I saw that and I tried to move it. I thought, where would we move it? But yeah, you all need to see that. Both of these pins would be so great, and they will go up for sale in our shop at the end of the night. So if y'all want to pre-orders, will go live. Tyler, you got to make a shop during the show if you want to. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
But anywho, we had promoted last week that certified good buddy, the bestest buddy, Derek Laughlin was supposed to be on here tonight. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, regrettably so, he could not make it. He sends his love to all of you and promises he will be back on one day. But can't find a better guy than Derek. So we'll miss him tonight. We're going to forge on without him.
Yeah.
But we can't wait to have him back on here with us one day. So
I agree. Yeah,
address
it's a bummer. Yeah, we can't have him, but yeah, wish him well with not being able to be here. And like you said, he'll be back. So it's not like he finally, because that was the thing. I'm sure most people are like, oh, I bet he finally had enough for the show and didn't want to be on. So yeah, he didn't want to be on episode 69. Yep, that's exactly it, Seth. Yep.
Yeah, let's address the other elephant in the room. This is episode 69. So yeah.
Speaking of numbers, yeah.
Okay. We've addressed it now, so we can.
It's no 6-7, but it'll do.
Yeah. It's no 42. He said he'd be on when we had a more dignified number. So maybe later on, maybe later on in the spring. But yeah, no, we're looking forward to having him back, and he promises he will be back eventually. So let's send out our peace and love to good buddy Derek.
Good news. So.
But with that being said, we were going to have Derek on here to show us all the art for issue 47, but instead we grabbed. I forgot. This is very professional. I love this.
It's a lot of setup. You got to have that setup. You don't forget.
Tyler knows me too well because I jump into things like, "Oh, that was the next slide." He
goes back like, "Oops."
Are you sure? Are you sure this is the next slide you want to talk about? Are you sure? But I Hate Fairyland issue 47.
Yeah. Recap. Yeah.
So good. Such a. We didn't get to talk about it last week because we had the great artist Mike Mayhack on, which is a really good episode. Go back and watch it. That episode's at 199 views. Who will be the person that pushes it over 200? It could be you. But we didn't get to talk much about I Hate Fairyland 47, which came out last week. It was actually available on Amazon to download prior to the 1 week embargo that they had set up. So I was able to read it early on, and boy, oh boy, it had some great moments in it.
Yeah. Now it's again, I've absolutely loved this this mini run, if you will, this mini arc. It's been a blast to get a different setting and place and characters each episode or each issue, excuse me. But the fact we've actually been able to follow a storyline and it being Frankenstein and Skottie the mod, like it's just been so fun, especially to see come to life, if you will. So
well done. And especially after that one by Del Toro was dead on arrival, this one has actually shocked us back into a Frankenstein story that's worth telling.
I have no comment.
Well,
speaking of ads, I got another ad for the extremely expensive collector's edition, the one that was like $500 or whatever and stuff. And I was like, man, I need to buy this and ship it to your house.
No, it'll be returned to sender. Are you trying to put me to sleep? Yeah, my melatonin has no longer worked.
Everybody needs a little good night sleep method. So.
Pizza's name came on. Okay. Well, this is the whole what Shane had alluded to here. That's one of the slides that we're going to hit on. But for you all that do not remember, 46 was the creation of the Skottie monster by Gert to prove that she could create life. And as Larry kept saying, it's reanimate, and he learned the hard way not to question her authority on that. But she got bored with it very quickly, so she created something to play with Skottie monster, and that something was the BFF, and that's where we pick up an issue. Please don't. You know how I hate that.
Now he's gonna check the
Oh.
number every like 5 minutes. So
It's better to never subscribe than to subscribe and unsubscribe. You're breaking my heart, kid. You're breaking my heart, Britton. I've never met you, but that'll be the first thing. You'll have a big crocodile tear coming down my
yeah,
eye.
we'll have to get Brandon at Heroes or something at some point. So
I don't know if I
but
could handle both of you all.
to be fair, I've got to go to Chicago to see him first. So
Oh, I forget. I think you and Britton are like next door neighbors. I really do in my mind because I've seen pictures of you all together, and
yeah.
you all are close buds. And I forget that he's like several states over from you. So
He used to be in Minnesota, but yeah, now it's we just share Disney occasionally. So
and the cosplay of a Disney character, the Hercules. Who can forget the Hercules?
I know the Hercules and
cosplay?
Hades, yeah.
So
So
good, so good.
now I know next time it needs to be Gaston and LeFou. So
Yeah, so Shane
there
might,
you
yeah,
go.
Shane. There you go. But I picked 5 images from I Hate Fairyland 47, and of course Shane, already referred to this, but the monster is ultimately named Pizza. And the funny thing about this is like Skottie to the core, because it's like not like the person in second or third grade tried to get everybody to not call him Pizza, and like Larry looks at the camera and breaks the fourth wall. So such a great callback to. I can't remember if Skottie put that in a Substack letter or not, but I do remember him referring to as everybody trying to call him Pizza at one point in time.
It is, yeah. It's a very fitting, perfect name. And again, as we always talk about with Derek's drawings, I love the way Skottie was drawn. The sniveling tears and
Yeah.
everything it's just so perfect. So
Well, this image was, and the colored part is really good as well. JFB does a wonderful job on this.
oh
But
yeah,
the image in the top left hand corner of Pizza just dancing with glee when he hears his name's Pizza, and I mean that was great. I remember messaging, emailing in one of our emails with Derek, our group emails about this, talking about how great that was, and he was like, well, the script said, I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was just like the monster dances with glee or something like that. And he got to do the rest. And I was like, well, that's a perfect, situation to have the monster just go crazy and
yeah.
laughing and just little heart emojis coming
I know
from
the
him.
little hearts, yeah, coming off are super great. So a
And
nice little
remember,
touch.
I've been practicing on my heart. Is that better than last week?
It's getting now it's just two eyes. Again, that's as simple as you'll get it. Just doing the cross thumb. So
What's that mean?
yeah, the cross. It's just a little heart. They do it. It's popular in Korea, South Korea. So like they'll do
Oh,
like the little finger hearts.
can't get.
There you go. Genu does
Just,
it in K-pop Demon Hunters from Soda Pop. So
okay. I felt very Italian for a second. All right. Anyway, Mamma Mia. All right.
it's pizza. You got pizza on the brain.
That's right. The pizza. The second page that we picked was the BFF going off on Gert, and the top right panel there is kind of an image that Skottie even used for
Yeah.
his cover C, and such a great close up image. And on the color part, you can see where she's kind of patched together, and you can see the stitches there, the different coloring of that. But the negative space of the lightning and the Gert's hair, like you see
And
both.
again, the word that the chum, the sound effects. Again, I always love when he like puts that stuff. Again, it's one of those fun things about comics where it's like, everybody like you all make that sound when you get to it, in your head, kind of reading it. So yeah, that's just almost kind of like a Kirby crackle in a sense, but it's like
Oh,
Kirby, it's like crackle lightning almost. Yeah.
that's a good way of putting it. My heart skipped a beat for a second because I clicked over to YouTube and there was a picture of me and you shaking hands, and I thought, "Oh no, we're not live." It's happened
No,
again.
it
Because
does say we're live. So
I
this
know, I
time,
know.
so.
It was the episode next week that we've already got launched on YouTube.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
that's what I was clicked on. So, but it scared me. It scared me enough. But
That's
yeah.
good to be checking. Hello, Keith. Glad to have you here live because we are live.
We are just making sure. Now, glad to have you on, Keith. Always good to have you stop by. Keith has said many times that he may not be commenting during the show, but he puts us on as background noise for whenever he's bagging and boarding books and
good,
also
yeah, it's a
getting ready
good-
things to ship. He had an auction, so
Mm.
on the group, so he might be. Which I think Seth has said that before too. That we're the white
Stuff
noise.
out, yeah. Yeah, but say yeah, Seth has. Yeah, I was gonna say that did sound familiar. So
As I was saying it out loud, what Keith
yeah,
had said
I think I'll
before, it
start
reminded me.
bagging and boarding while we.
Yeah.
Don't mind me just scanning. Yeah.
Yeah. Could it be any better than what it is now, though? I mean, we're right at the top. So, first
Yeah.
shipment went out this afternoon. That's awesome. Love to
Perfect.
see. And of
Very
course,
nice.
we're referring to the Skottie. I forgot his name for a second. The Skottie Young Appreciation Group.
I'm
Not on,
telling.
yeah, please don't. Not only do we. That's what.
I don't even
The
know. I
white
don't even know how to.
noises.
I don't even
Sorry.
know how to take that. Goodness.
That's a compliment. Put you to sleep.
No,
Uh,
that's a negative.
Help calm you down. But the Scotty Young Appreciation Group, not only can you go on there on Facebook to show all the cool stuff that you're getting in, which so much cool warehouse sales stuff's coming in. It's really
Yeah.
cool to see. But you can also sell Scotty related material on there or trade. And Keith, he said he started his auctions on the Scotty Young Appreciation Group about a year ago, 1 year ago. So he's been doing this for a while. There we go.
I was like, we have a banner. That's another thing I need to go through and clean up all of our banners and
We
get
have
those organized and stuff.
no kidding. We have about 80 some banners, I think, out there because we've been
We
doing the show for a while.
Yeah, we just keep the ones we add. We don't go through. I like this one. Here we go. That's the good one.
Well, that was when he showed up his bootleg sinking font.
Oh yeah, true. That's very fair. Yeah.
I think it was printed on like parchment paper or something. It wasn't even printed on like real good paper, but
Yeah.
there was so many red flags on that one. So many red
There's a lot
flags.
of that coloring book. Oof.
Ugh, rough. Uh, it's for children. Um, this page right here. Now let's bring the tone down a little bit. Put a violin in the background playing some nice sappy music. This page brought some emotion to me. This was a really sweet because I had seen this image of this page before I saw the word bubbles on it, and then when the word bubbles on it, it was the BFF is talking to the Scotty monster. Spoilers
Yeah.
alert. We didn't say that,
Yeah. I
but
would say. I guess. Yeah. That's fair.
he has been abandoned by Gert because we know she made him look one way, and her and Larry jumped out the window of what I'm assuming is like a 10-story castle in order to get away from the Scotty monster. But he is feeling very abandoned right now. So the BFF lets him know that she's made up, and this is I don't even, I'm afraid to say this on YouTube, but she's made up of several little girls, and all of them were abandoned. And then we see the montage below of them all being abandoned, and it's just like it's so sad because it's all abandoned in the forest, abandoned on the beach, abandoned on the wagon trail. I mean, it's just and I started to say that's a bunny. The long ears. But as soon as I started
It's like
saying
a dog, a bunny. Yeah.
I know. As soon as I started to say bunny, I thought of Ralph. I think Ralph from the Muppets, and that's why I thought it looks like it. So
That's fair. Yeah.
it could be both. We don't know. We're not here for labels, but it's so sad. This one actually hit me in the. I hate to say this, but hit me in the feels. It hit me right square in the feels, and I got very very emotional. I wasn't expecting this. Like I Hate Fairyland, such a fun light book, but at the same time. This is a book about a little girl that has spent decades trying to get home.
Yeah. Has been
And
trapped and abandoned herself and
so there is
yeah.
emotion in I Hate Fairyland. You just got to choose to whether to look at it or to gloss over it, and because it gets back to wackiness in the next page. But this is a really good. I really enjoyed this page.
Yeah. No, it's a very goodness, I had the word and now I'm sobering, a
Talk
very
too long.
sobering page for
Yes.
it, like you said, it just hits, out of nowhere. And then again, you get that every now and then with I Hate Fairyland with Gert and stuff, those emotions, like you said. So
No, you're right. You're right. And for this page too, I mean, Scotty writing this right in the middle of the mayhem that's going on between the Scotty monster going off and being so sad that he destroys everything until the bonding that we're about to see. The writing is good to put this in here, but also Derek just absolutely nailed it on the art for it because it's hard to shift tones that quickly. And I mean, it's to draw something that makes someone laugh is fun, but all of a sudden to insert drama or some type of emotion in there, and have people willing to look at it and accept it, and not say, well, this feels out of place or not earned. This felt very earned. This was really good because you got like your like the emotional roller coaster that Shane was talking about. It came down for,
Yeah.
or came up for this page, but then you go down the hill on the next page, and as she's trying to teach him about Mary Shelley's Frankenstein,
Yeah.
and he just rips the book up. But
Yeah. Spoiler.
we have that page.
No, I know, yeah.
I didn't think that page was the next one. We only picked 5 pages. Come on, I was not. But
I mean,
yeah,
we could have just gone, I guess, to the whole comic. But again, we like to give bits and pieces, and then
yeah.
again, to push people to go out to your local comic store and then pick these up or get them digitally. However it is to be able to read it yourself. So.
And we had a lot of other stuff to talk about tonight. So you also too, we could have talked about all 20 of these pages probably in depth because they were all really good. But this one where I'm a monster, I am a monster, I am special. I love the bonding session that they have here, and about what happens. Okay, I can say this doesn't. I didn't share these pages, but the next few pages and the mayhem that I've used that word like 3 times now. The mayhem that Pizza and BFF go on, and how graphic it gets. I mean, it earns its mature rating with the next few pages at the restaurant. But it's cool to see, even though they are abandoned, they are emotional, they are sad, with each other they find a common ground, and that common ground is destruction and pizza, apparently.
I mean, those are fair common, two areas to have common ground with. So,
much like me and Tyler, we're all about mayhem and destruction and pizza.
Mayhem and pizza. Yep.
And we will skip the next page. Is not the pages I'm going to talk about real quick, but there's a point where you've read it, haven't you, Tyler? I'm not spoiling anything for you.
No. Yeah.
Okay. I was making sure you'd made it to the comic shop, so I should have asked that first. But there's a point where the ice monster, where they have to bring him cereal flavored ice cream because Gert's saying you're surrounded by ice, but he's like, I'm not surrounded by cereal. I love that line. That has to be one of those personal things that Skottie put in there for some reason.
Again, kind of going back to the oh goodness, what was it at the beginning?
The soup.
First, was that what it was? Soup?
Is it chili?
Oh yeah, it's chili. Yeah, or
something
when they're
like
talking
that.
in the woods. Yeah, going through the woods. Now I'm of course blanking, but or is it cheese? I thought it was like, is it cheese or whatever?
Well, that was it's cheese a dessert. That was the 43 for that one.
Oh, that was 43.
Gravy.
Okay.
It's gravy.
Oh, gravy. That was it. Gravy was
it.
that very first. So there's a few of them. Again, it's as we go through again those fun little silly conversations. Again, like you said, they probably just have in the office, and they're like, Skottie's like, whatever, I'm writing this in. Like this is going in. So
yeah, we are the experts, people. So trust us in what we're saying here.
Lines on the wall.
That's right. So, but when they approach the ice monster, and he gives her something better than a TARDIS, he's like, not only will I send you home, but I'll send you to the place you were on your bed before you wished to come to Fairyland. At that moment, I realized, oh crap, Gert's trying to get back home. like this whole from issue, 41 on through all the adventures she's been on, I had completely forgotten that her, quest is to get back home.
To get that key yet again, to get to be able to go back once more. So,
but it's not meant to be, because the Skottie monster rips through the ice monster, and BFF. You know why this page is so special, Tyler? What makes this page so special?
No.
Look at Gert.
The fact that we can't see her, or?
No. The
of course,
small,
oh my goodness,
the sketch tones. I believe what they're
the
referring to.
The tones,
zip tones.
Front layer, the zip tones, yeah.
Yeah. That's what makes this page the best page ever. Is the fact that
love a good zip tone, yeah.
I will do the heart again. That's Does he not know how to use his hands?
I like how you did like a mini thumbs up.
I approve this message. So, I'm not a crook. All right. That's I Hate Fairyland 47. On a scale from 1 to 10, what do you give it?
1 to 10. I mean, well, I hate rating stuff. Yeah.
Just say 10.
10. Yep. There we go.
There we go. All right. Someone had said, I just realized this. Someone had said that my voice sounds louder today, or stronger. I lost my fuzzy ball on the top of my mic. I don't know where it went. I think I
I was
accidentally
wondering. Yeah, I
knocked
was
it.
wondering why it sounded different.
Does
I
it
like how
sound?
you. I like how you didn't. Is it move? Does that move frequently? Because I would assume that just stays there, and then
Yeah, it doesn't. Do you believe in
assuming
ghosts?
a dog took it, or
No, there's no dogs down here. I don't let them in the.
a kid came
No, I
down.
don't let any kids down here. It's a ghost. It has to be a ghost. There's no other.
Something reached down through the hole in the ceiling and took it.
My feet, as they were dangling through the ceiling, kicked them out. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll
That's what I
sounds
was
like you.
thinking. Yeah, it sounded like you're in a hallway. Yeah.
Hold on. I'll see if I can find it in the floor here. I don't want to be in a hallway. Oh, there's my ball. You don't get this on other podcasts. I guarantee it. It's Harry. That's not good.
Hey, 5-second rule. So that's.
All right. Does that sound better? Am I back to normal
Oh
now?
my. I will bring up this because this is a funny comment. Yeah, it's not Tyler's brother when we play games. At least, shout out to my brother whose mic for some reason he uses what I use, the voice mod, that changes your voice and everything. For
Yeah.
some reason, his auto activates and it makes his voice sound like he's sucking in helium. So his voice gets higher and higher pitch. Like he'll join the games, like, "Hey guys, I'm ready to play the game," and you're like, your mic, there's something wrong. Something's going on." He's like, nothing sounds wrong to me. And it's like, no, yeah, you've got that helium voice going on. And he just cracks up. We always just like read it back to me. He cracks up. Yeah, we're professionals. Exactly.
That's right. Don't try this
Look,
at home.
our slides may hide who we truly are now, but
yeah, you can't hide.
Once we open our mouths, there's no graphic design that can cover.
Yep. No. That's my chart design. So.
Oh yeah, true. That is I was like,
that's my impression of Under the Surface, to quote Encanto. That's where our fun lies.
There we go.
The other thing, you're talking about the voices. I saw this video. I hadn't seen this video in years, but the video of the lawyer who's at the court that he has the cat filter on.
Oh yeah, and he doesn't know how to turn it off.
He's like, or I'm ready to go live.
It's like, nope, it's not.
But the line, he's like, I'm not a cat. It's just like, it's the comment I read this time, and I'm sure I read it before, is like, that sounds exactly what a cat would say.
A cat would say, like, interesting.
But one day I'm going to be on here, and it's going to be a cat, and we're not going to know how to get it off for the full episode. So I could see us doing that.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah, lipstick on a pig is a pretty pig, is what we say in Kentucky. So,
yeah.
All right, I Hate Fairyland issue number 50 covers. This was very exciting and unexpected.
Yeah.
This was so unexpected because I wasn't expecting there to be this many revealed this fast. Like it came out of nowhere.
Okay, I was going to say what was unexpected because I was like, I expected there to be a lot, and I expected there to be, or I guess I should more so say I hoped. I hoped for what we eventually got, released and everything. But like you said, just to see it come out so quickly, I mean, we've gotten batches, of them and everything.
Right.
So yeah, it's going to be an expensive comic drop day. 100% is going to be. And that's even if I can get them. Because again, that's the issue as we'll see with some of these, the ratios and stuff. It's like, I already have a hard enough time every now and then getting a Skottie cover, that's a regular, let alone, some of these higher numbers. So. But I'm excited. These are all fantastic covers. I can't wait to look at these again. These just make me so excited. So,
well, the fun thing about this is when Derek was on and we were off screen, he didn't tell us any of the artists who were coming on, but he was just like, because he was just like, y'all need to prepare yourself. These are some big names. Yeah. So, and he was not mistaken. We got the 1 in 250. Shane just saying that with the mind being blown.
Yeah, that's the doozy.
So excited. All right. The first one, sorry. I just had something pop up saying somebody wants to send you a message and I'm not sure who the person is. So it always makes me wonder, am I getting threatened somehow?
I hear clicking. I'm like, why aren't the slides moving?
No. Yeah, I'm excited for cover C as well. I love it. Yeah. Spoilers when Skottie draws himself.
We got to get to the.
Yeah, go.
You got to change the.
Go, Tyler, go. So what this one has great presence just because of the characters that are all laid out there. And if you screen in, if you zoom in, you can see these are really good.
Again, it's just so fun, to see to see this stuff, to see it like colored and everything.
Uh-huh.
It's just, again, it's just with JFB, his colors with Derek's work is, I mean, again, he just colors everybody's work so well, and it balances, or it matches each inker's, style so well too. So yeah, this is such a fun cover. And I love the 50th issue stuff in like the top right. Again, getting that on there, getting that big, making sure
Yes.
people know that it's, a special
Sure.
issue. So
And you remember what episode Skottie came on our show? He came on the 50th. So 50 is very special to him, not just because this is a milestone for I Hate Fairyland, because it was when he got to appear with Tyler and I. And
that
that
surprised me, yeah.
I'm sure this I Hate Fairyland 50 is probably ranks number 3. Getting Lobo's ranked number 2, and then appearing with Tyler and I is number 1. So
hopping on as he waits for his pizza to cook in his backyard with the loud cicadas.
As we hear the timer ticking down, like we gotta go. But
again, though, I mean, I love his back porch so much. So every time I'm like, man, I'm so envious of being able to have something like that.
Well, just like Tina Fey used to say on 30 Rock, I want to go to there. That's exactly what I think.
I want to go to there, exactly.
But love this cover. The cover B, which takes a more sinister tone, the darker tone there. This is great. And I highly recommend, it's hard to see on our screen here, but to pull this cover up after the show, not right now, don't leave our show, stay with us, but to pull it up and zoom in on all the characters that Derek puts down there at the bottom, that's kind of been a story of all, just an accumulation of all the characters that have came from I Hate Fairyland throughout the 50 issues.
My favorite being the one guy whose rap I had to read for which I'm just gonna flipping back and forth between the two. Again, like you said, just such a different vibe. Yeah, I won't recite the rap, one, because I don't remember it because it was such a mouthful. Like the guy's voice is like, I would do it. I'm rapping like this.
Please don't cancel us. Okay, that is. Yeah, this one's good. And Tyler's, I recommend you all going back and watching episode whatever it is for the live reading of I Hate Fairyland.
It's an option.
Just for the work that Tyler put into that presentation. If not for the voices.
Fun one, yeah.
Yeah, I had a sore throat for a week after that, but it was worth it. That was so good.
Thankfully, the voice changer did a lot of the work for me. So.
Yeah, I took a poll, and I think people would like for us both to use voice changers for the rest of our season here, just so we don't have to hear us drone on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen.
Why do you say that for? That's my Gert. Sorry. People are like, come on, let's see the other books.
Also, I just realized too, I like that they changed. Sorry, not the 50th issue, the corner. That's cool that they even, which makes sense.
And they took the word "I hate" off of it too.
I know, yeah. I do like that it changed from the outline, to just simply red, just a clean.
Oh, that's good. That's a good point too.
Yeah. Oh, and the image, and the image logo. I mean, it makes sense, but the image logo and everything
shifts.
It's just something. Again, it's just, if you were to just see this cover, you're like, oh, this is not good. Like, not like, something bad's happening in this issue for sure. But then you switch to that colorful one and you're like, yep, that's I Hate Fairyland. Like, those people are dead, but they're not really dead. So
no. It's no one's ever really dead here.
Nobody ever really dies in there.
Yeah, you got it better than I do. That's what I was paying homage to. But Codpiece guy, you picked up what I was throwing down. But Codpiece guy is back too. We always love to see an appearance of Cod.
Did I completely miss?
Yeah, he's bottom left corner.
Oh, I see. That's his Codpiece. I don't know why I was thinking that was somebody's helmet or something.
No, it should be a helmet, but it's a Codpiece.
I forget that is his. That's hilarious. That's perfect.
Yeah, so there's so much goodness in this one, and we're only on cover A and B.
That brings us, once we get to Skottie's, the C.
Cover C.
Again, I don't know if I have a favorite self-portrait of him, if it's this lanky version, the baby version. Again, he does such a great job of having multiple variants of himself. So it's a type. Oh,
that's what brings us down in the gutter. Why do we have to?
I keep bringing. I need to have that beep. I need to have that beep voice I can use. So
Oh, you killing me.
Yeah.
And I will give a shout out to Skottie too. Like the image that he's posted today, man. Skottie is looking lean and trim. He is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is very authentic Skottie. Since
Yeah.
he
No,
rose last year,
he's doing a great job for sure.
he's
I'm sure he's
living
watching the pizza.
living a good life is what I say. He's
Yeah.
living right, not living a good life, living a right life. He's doing right, and he's
I think
looking
either
very
way he's
slim
living
and
a
trim.
good life, but
That's right.
yeah, no,
So
I mean, yeah, props to him. I mean, it's yeah, it's a tough journey. I need to get back to exercising and stuff myself. So,
yeah, well, Scotty's doing enough for both of us. I think he's doing the heavy lifting
mm,
for me too. So, but good for
gotcha.
him. I like to mess up with Scotty a little bit, and he returns the favor. But I will say, kudos to him.
Well,
He's
you almost forgot his name earlier, so it's totally.
Scooty Young. We've said it
Yeah,
before.
I forgot. Yeah, Goody Young.
One of the things, if somebody messages me and I message you back and I misspell Scotty's name, it's because it's talk to text. It hasn't learned how to spell
Mm.
Scotty's name yet.
It doesn't
So,
like the K. Yeah, it always wants to do the C regardless. So
and
I
maybe
think
because I
right
got
now
a,
it knows how infamous
yeah,
Scotty is.
I don't
So
know another Scott. I don't know another Scotty. Only person I type in
mm.
named Scotty. And whenever it does autocorrect his name, it autocorrects it to all capital letters because I guess that's how I type Scotty's name
Oh,
most of
it's,
the
yeah,
time.
just full. Yeah,
Yeah, just very excited about saying Scotty's name.
mine
So,
just knows to autofill his website. So it's like
ah.
S. Oh, you want to go to Scotty's? I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it autofills the website. It makes a purchase and it sends a receipt.
I
So,
just need to make his website my default tab that open. Like, oh, I need a browser. I need obviously I need the store. They just need to have an app so I could just have the app open.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Shane brought out a good point too. Then sad, bored Larry, and he does look like he
Classic
could care
Larry.
less. That's not enough cake for Larry too.
I kind of wish, yeah, he was getting punched. I think the thing I love too that I just realized it must be the issues that she's sitting on, all 50 issues, of I Hate
Ah,
Fairyland. I'm assuming that's kind of what that's meant to be.
if it's not, I'm sure Scotty will be like, "That's exactly what it's meant to be."
Yeah,
It's
which
not.
is just again such a super cute idea.
Yeah,
So
the 50 on there. I mean, just and her getting
just
emotional.
smile. Yeah.
So and Scotty being happy and just yeah.
No, it's yeah, it's a
It,
great one.
And whenever your point was so much better than what I thought it was because Scotty's like 6'3", 6'4", and she had to sit on books to reach it. But no, your issue number that's so much better than what I thought it was for. So well done.
That's my interpretation. So
Yeah, maybe this is like a Stranger Things finale. It's open to interpretation. There's no right answer. So let's not go back there. And then our good
man,
nemesis
such
Jorge.
such a wild cover. The detail he's got on that
Yeah,
mushroom with the warts and the around the eye. Like again, it never ceases to kind of like Scotty. It never ceases to amaze me. A cover that comes out that he does. I'm just like, man, like clearly it's a Jorge cover, but it's just
yeah,
not maybe the direction you would have thought it would have gone, or like it's just it's just so good. And again, the colors with it are just the cherry on top with these. So yeah, such a
yeah.
fantastic cover.
Oh yeah, it is. And the I looked at more of the foreground. I didn't look at the background as much, just the detail put in there. But yeah, you're right. This whole thing, you put it together. Uh, this almost looks like it could be like a novel cover, like something with great
Yeah,
detail for some more of the Alice in Wonderland type vibe to it. Of just I don't
yeah.
know. That's kind of my
No, that's I was gonna say it definitely like this is a book cover, like a book that I would pick up in a heartbeat to be like, oh, what is this? And again, the fact that she's holding, issue one of I Hate Fairyland. And actually, funny enough, I just realized too, Larry sleeping on top of the axe handle there at the very top. I just
I,
noticed him chilling there. So
yeah, Shane here. It makes me feel like I've never been on a psychedelic, but I can only assume this is what being on a psychedelic would feel like. So, but
I can
yeah,
neither confirm nor deny.
yeah. Oh yeah, I had the psychedelic in my mouth, but I did not swallow. Is that how you take psychedelic? I don't know. Come on, we've lost Tyler.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so, but yeah, it's funny that you mentioned the comic because I was looking at everything but the comic she was holding.
Yeah.
It makes me mad how good this cover is, especially with, knowing that Jorge is against the Skottie Talk show so much,
Yeah.
it just, yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you zoom in, it says I hate Skottie Talk in there somewhere. I'm pretty sure. So
Oh, it does. It does. He's,
yeah,
yeah.
that's his hidden signature for us.
I'm sure he's watching this right now, going, "I wish they would stop talking about my
Yeah,
stuff."
watching on the big screen. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, man, these slides look real, really good.
So much better than what their quality of banter is.
Uh,
One day when Jorge's on Skottie Talk, um, we'll laugh at this. We'll tell him about this, and he'll probably be mildly offended, but he'll
They're
laugh, and
like,
we'll
oh,
just
I had no idea. I don't even know who you guys.
yeah, we're yeah the whole Thanos.
I do always appreciate his because I try to comment on his stuff, like I do Skottie and everything. And I always appreciate the fact that he calls me Bud in his comments. He's
Oh.
like, thanks, Bud. And I'm always like, I know he says that to everybody, but I'm like, man, he called me Bud. It makes me feel special.
I think it's a play on words because he knows that we have the certified good buddy, so he's just trying to distance himself from you.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks a
Like,
lot,
oh,
bud.
thanks,
But
Bud.
yeah, you
Pal,
can't.
yeah.
But
Friendo.
yeah, no, Jorge Corona. I'm sure he's a great guy. Scotty calls him his brother, so we can't be.
Yeah.
We got to say this is all in jest. Big fans of Jorge. We love Jorge as well.
We need a banner at this point for
Yeah, we're just picking just because we think it would be funny that he would know who we were enough to have a grudge against us. So, but no, hopefully one day Jorge will be on here so we can talk to him and laugh together. And the banter is going. I was pausing for the banner. I thought there was a.
Sorry, I was trying to finish it, but I was like trying to figure out what I actually want to put in the.
Okay. As Shane says, he sees all the AH. That's true. That's true. But who doesn't love Adam Hughes? Come on, you'd have to be a fool not to love Adam Hughes. And one day when Adam's on here, we'll laugh at that as well.
I mean, I guess not really great either. It looks like I didn't even really complete it.
It was like mid thought, like, oh, dead air, got to get there. All Jorge Corona banter is all for show, and we have no affiliation except nothing but love for the Corona. I probably shouldn't call him the Corona. That sounds like anyway.
Corona, yeah, you're calling him, yeah.
But speaking of someone that does claim us,
okay, again, it's so funny how like viewing this stuff again, I completely missed the big 5-0 in blood. I don't know why.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, it's blood, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you idiot! That's like literally 50. It's the big 5-0. So
yeah, I sent this one to Brett as soon as like Shane had sent. I was like, oh, dude, yours is the one that has like the 50 in blood. I love that. And he said, oh, I hadn't seen it with the trade dress on it yet. He had just seen it being sent off. So,
sorry, I was just gonna say because I was curious. So they don't have the main three have the sticker, then Skottie's and Derek's, and then these other ones don't have it. It looks like so.
I didn't pick up on that either. Hold on one second. I'm gonna grab a piece of art.
Man, got to go find a piece of art on his infinite wall of art pieces. Here, I'll blow you up.
Okay. This is one of the commissions that I had. Derek Hunter and Brett Bean do.
That's so good, yeah.
Brett did the Gert and the axe, and then Derek Hunter did the Walking Dead heads down here.
Yeah.
Where she did it. But when I saw Gert with the axe having fun, this is what I thought of. I thought, oh, that's awesome. I love the way Brett draws her right in the middle of the chaos that she has. So
yeah, he's so his poses he does are so expressive. Like you said, it looks like she's just having a blast, lobbing off heads and stuff. And again, I like the way the color, again, like the shading, the shadows on the front to really pull out the back to make, her the focal point. So,
but yeah, just everything with that, the head flying through the air, but the 50, the gore.
Yeah, and the blood covering. I love that the blood covers the logo too. Like again, I always like when they do that. I like when they're not afraid because it's like you can still read what it says. You know what it is, so they're not afraid to. They could have put it in behind it, but it looks so much better in front. So
love that.
And I'm so happy to see him back with more art. I miss him. I miss him on the I Hate Fairyland run. Even though I'm super excited for Dork and that coming out, I'm like, oh, good, get you back on I Hate Fairyland. So.
Yeah. We've got about 47 more covers to go through, so y'all just bear with us.
Is that really how many? We don't have
No,
that many.
no, I'm
Like,
just,
oh my gosh, do we
I'm
really have
just,
that many?
I was just joking. There's only about 8 or 9. We're good.
I'm surprised this next one.
Oh, hold on a second. We've never had this. This is a big deal here. Is he talking to us? Make sure he's talking to us first, because I might be making more of this than.
Yeah, Keith, are you sure you're wanting us to do it, or you're saying you want us to get somebody of importance?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
I got
I
excited
don't
till I
know. Yeah.
realized, oh man, that might not be true. He might not, because I will gladly sign a book, even though it'll devalue it.
I do not. I don't know. I feel I'd be like, that's not. Oh no, yeah, Keith means us.
Whatever color you want, I'll do it in any color, even
I'll do it with
white,
invisible
red,
invisible ink.
invisible, a pen with no ink in it. Yeah, I'll make my mark. I'll bite my finger and make a mark in it, like back in the olden days.
Oh my
We'll,
goodness.
yep, we will. We will do it. We will do it. Send it
Yeah.
before Heroes, and it will be signed at Heroes and shipped back to you. And then
My
I
goodness.
want to see it in your next auction afterwards, and watch
Like,
start it at $5.
People? Yeah.
Yeah, and make the number go down before someone will.
Like, I'll give you $1. It's like,
Yeah.
all right.
No, we'll yeah, we'll definitely do that just for fun. But that's an honor. That's a very nice of
Yeah.
you. In all seriousness, that's
That's
very
a keeper.
cool.
I like that. Yeah, no way. That's a keeper.
That's cool. Thank you very much, Keith. That's
Very kind. Too kind. Yeah.
that may be the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. Now you all can process that later.
Besides Adam Hughes when he said that you're his favorite persons.
He's never said that. That would be the tattoo I got. That would be the tattoo I got.
That's
Yeah.
like I'm still waiting for it. So
Yeah, he's making me earn it. He's making me earn it. He doesn't give it away.
he is.
Speaking of not giving it away, this
Yeah.
is Jonathan Wayshak.
So I was gonna say I'm surprised there's no coverage for the inappropriate finger she's giving for this one.
Once again, I meant to do that and I forgot all about it. My sensor bar. Children, avert your eyes. Avert your eyes, children.
So I want to say, because I think it's still going on. So Wayshack is on Ink Pulp right now, or was. They were doing their live sketching.
Yeah, I think it started at 7 o'clock Eastern
It started
time.
at 7, so it's probably over by now.
I was thinking,
I'm assuming it's an hour is what they do.
Well, I thought we would get their runoff. Like we would get, the secondhand viewers from that show. Like, we have a very same demographic of people that we're trying to get.
Oh no, they're still live currently. So
of course they are. Of all nights for them to stay alive, 2 hours.
I know. I jumped in. Man, Wayshack again. I was unfamiliar with Wayshack until really, honestly, Cul-de-sac was like what really brought him to the forefront for me, because I just loved the comic. I loved the art style, and I was like, man, this is so crazy and wild and different. And I'm not normally one to fall for like kind of like more intense, aggressive kind of stuff, I guess is like how you would categorize it. But his stuff is just so cool. It's just so unique to him, and it's just to see him get a cover is just super, super fun. So cross-eyed bear,
yeah, that is very graphic. Well, it's crazy. Matt Datillo, art, I think he was having an art sale on one of the YouTube streams, and he had a couple of pieces from him, and all the pieces, because he had pieces from everybody's favorite artist, Adam Hughes, and some other artists that I can't remember, Bagley. I think he had some of those, but he also had like Wayshack, like 2 Wayshack pieces. I think he had got at OAX last year, and they were so different than every other piece of art. And I thought, I'm going to have to look up more into that guy. And it wasn't too long after that, whenever I heard you start talking about him. And I thought,
oh, really? It was like around the same time then?
Yeah, it couldn't have been more than a month
that's
later.
Funny.
I never have told you this, but I thought, well, if Tyler goes after an artist, Tyler, as much as me and him disagree about Frankenstein, he has really good taste in art. Like Tyler, if he says somebody's good at art, they're good at art. And so
I don't. It's such a unique. Again, I'm such a unique, or not unique. I have such unique taste. Like I'm either like I'm an all in, or I guess not necessarily all in. There's a lot of artists that I like, but I don't necessarily, again, to follow somebody like Skottie, I truly, truly love their work and like love everything that they do. I think that's what it is for me. Same with my music tastes and stuff. There's very few people that I'll exclusively follow because I like everything they put out, like just their style in general. Yeah, like I said, Wayshax was kind of out of left field because, like I said, it was just seeing the comic on the wall and being like, oh, what is this? And then, or no, because I think, yeah, because I found it, and then it was funny because when I flipped it over, Skottie Young had done his, blurb for it or whatever, and I was like, oh, what are the odds that Skottie did a blurb for this cover or for this comic? And like I said, the comic itself was just so different. There weren't really any, blocks or guidelines and stuff like that. It was very flowing and just very visceral and very
a comic without borders.
Yeah, just natural feeling. And like I said, I just instantly fell in love with him. Like I said, just looking at more of his work, like it's very, like you said, unique and different. I'm super excited that I was able to get in on his commission list for OAX.
I was going to ask you, have you said, do you feel comfortable saying what it is, or do you want to wait to the reveal for after OAX to show?
No, I can, because even I won't know. So I guess that's kind of the fun thing. So
okay, I didn't want to put you on the spot. So
no, yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So for most of them, so like I got Wayshack, Eric Canetti, which I realized watching Ink Pulp. I was mispronouncing his name. I thought it was Canet. It's Canetti. Excuse me.
Right.
And then Maxi, and then I feel like I'm leaving out somebody. Maybe that's it. But I mainly no, Mateo. I was like,
that's a big one.
Yeah,
that was like the first one.
Yeah. I mainly asked from most of them one of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse from Darksiders. So Darksiders is my favorite game, created by Joe Madureira, famous comic book artist who did, a whole bunch of stuff, Battle Chasers and X-Men and all that good stuff. So I asked each of them to choose one of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, whichever one stood out to them. And it was funny because most of them, including Wayshack emailed, confirming, he's like, oh, I don't really know this game. Looking at it looks cool though. I'll get on. And then a little while back, just a week or two or so, he emailed again and was like, hey, I'm getting started on your commission. I know next to nothing about these people. Can you like give me some more info or some? So I gathered some screenshots, and then it was good because then Eric said the same thing. Eric was like, I'm having trouble finding. I was like, nah, I've already put together a pack for another artist. I'll just send that to you. I completely forgot. I meant to send it to Mateo. Mateo didn't ask for it, but I meant to send it to him just in case. But yeah, I love the game, and I especially with something like that, I feel like Wayshack can just, whichever of the 4 Horsemen he goes with, it's going to be a wild piece. And he's so interesting because he, for people that don't know, he doesn't accept money until you see the piece. And then he gives you the option to either take the piece and pay for it, or you can say, hey, that's not really for me. I'm going to pass if that's okay.
I forgot about that. That's really cool.
Yeah, because I think he knows, with most people, like with his art, it's like, it's interesting because it's like, generally if like you're getting an artist because you want to get their artwork, but I think it's because, again, Wayshack is very much like goes outside. Again, he likes to do what he wants to do. I was watching when he was on with the comic guys with OAX with all of them, talking about the show and stuff. He was talking about how he likes to be able to do what he wants to, which most artists do.
Calf Live.
Yeah, Calf Live. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, Calf Live.
No, you're good.
But yeah, so I'm really excited. He's already posted some commissions he's started working on with like Swamp Thing, which looks really cool. And that character seems straight up his alley. So I'm curious if I'll get to see mine beforehand, or if it's one of those ones that he'll hold off on. But he seemed interested in doing it. Again, I'm sure it's not one that most artists get. Again, most artists don't know Darksiders, because it's technically not a comic book, even though there are comic books set in the universe. So I kind of use that as like, well, technically and it's created by Joe Mads. How can you kind of say no? Especially with Eric Canetti and them, it was funny because like they just had Joe Mad on, so they're probably like, oh, now we're gonna draw a Joe Mad character. Like, okay, interesting. But yeah, no, so I'm super excited to see what it's gonna be wild. Whatever it is, it's gonna be wild, and I just know I'm not ready for it, but I am at the same time. So
I'm excited to see it as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to be an absolute blast. I can't wait.
I think we should invite him on the show. I think he'd be a good one to come.
Yeah, from what little I watched
I was going to give a shout out for that too. Sketchbook live stream is his show that he has on.
Oh yeah, they do that one, and because of course Skottie jumped on with him and another Eric whose
Eric
last
Talbot.
name I'm forgetting.
Talbot.
Yeah, with with Lobo when he was talking to Simon
Bisley and
Simon, Bisley and stuff. So I got to hear a little bit of Wayshop. Yeah, he seems very chill and casual. So.
And that's the type of artist we like to get on the show. So when I saw that when Skottie was on there with Simon Bisley, who oh man, Simon Bisley, like I love that. He was like, I would be intimidated. Simon's a great guy to watch an interview, but I would be scared to death to say the wrong thing because he's a very strong presence. But that's good when you create a character like Lobo. But yeah, Sketchbook Live. Sketchbook Live on YouTube. They do a monthly show where they bring artists in and they do some sketching. So it's like Tyler had said, it's got Jonathan Wayshak, Eric Talbot, and then I pulled it up. Their February guest is going to be Jenny Arcus, and it's going to be February 26th. So make sure and tune into that. Skottie was on the January episode, the January 24th episode, as Tyler had said, with Simon. So go back and check that out, and hopefully one day we can have him on here to pick his brain.
And like I said, pull it up on the side. Don't leave our show, but you can watch Ink Pulp. They're sketching right now, or catch it after the fact. Watch us first. But
don't even give them the idea that that's an option. It's blocked right now. You can't watch it.
It just goes just drops. Yeah,
-4 viewers. So the next cover, and this is no shock because Skottie did the cover.
Yeah, and that same verse of like that group of people. I mean, because again, with Ink Pulp, it's Mafud and Mateo and Eric and Chris. Right? I'm blanking. I'm getting brain fart.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I got mad for it. Sean Crystal was the
Sean.
Other. Yeah, I got mad at Britton. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Threw me off with
whatever, Britton. See ya, sucker.
That was two fingers. Make sure nobody. But I was waving by.
Thumbs
I was waving by. I wasn't doing something inappropriate. So, but those guys.
Jim, crush it as usual. Because again, he's been also doing. I've been loving his covers for Cul-de-sac as well. I've got two. I didn't get this last one, unfortunately. There's another one that I'm missing. But this cover again is just straight. And also interesting too, again, dynamite and a sword rather than the axe that we're used to.
It's out of left field, but it's fitting.
Yeah, and the bug, with the cup of Joe, and it's just it's such a. It almost reminds me of kind of somewhat like Pink. Like his work kind of in general reminds me of the Pink Elephants on Parade bit in Dumbo, which is like one of my favorite Disney scenes because it's just such a wild and colorful, trippy, scene. So I definitely always kind of get those, but it's just so cool. I mean, I love the look, what he did with the eyes, the spiral and stuff. It's just such a fun cover.
Yeah, I can't even put a label on like Mafud's art. It's so out there in a good way. I want to make sure that's known that I'm giving praise on it because it's unlike any other artist that's out there today. So to see this, you're thinking, that's fitting. Whenever Derek, good buddy Derek, was on Ink Pulp, and whenever they were drawing, and Jim drew his version of the Crimson Fall, it was. I think Derek's got that. I think he said it to Derek, but hopefully we can see it when Derek comes on one day.
Yeah, I think Derek has it. I mean, I think that's what I love about these covers too, is that, and it's so fitting for I Hate Fairyland that, you'll get, when you get something like Battle Beast or, something more mainstream, like you get the different artists that are doing their take, and they're all, and it's because again, this isn't a knock at it at all. Like they're all incredibly well done. And they're like different versions of Battle Beast, with their style. Whereas I feel like I Hate Fairyland is I Hate Fairyland, but through that specific artist style. Where like if you maybe took away the logo, you'd be like, is that a I Hate Fairyland cover? Like it could be something else entirely different, with
completely
this one,
new property.
So it's cool that it's so different. Again, it makes collecting these so much cooler too, because it's like they're just so unique in individual issues. So
I agree, and thank you very much. He's been watching on TV.
Sorry, thank you. Yeah,
I just want to give a shout out there for any views. We're happy with any views, so thank you.
No, 100%. Yeah.
So my food, and he, Another guy, that whole ink pulp. I think our goal for by the end of 2027 is to get the ink pulp crew on Skottie Talk.
I don't think they want to. I don't. They've got their own show. They don't want to come
You know,
talk.
we got to set those goals high. We're throwing a lot of stuff out there tonight, and we'll be embarrassed with the results, but we got to keep going.
Oh yeah, 100%. Each and every single one of them will be a no, and that'll be completely fine. I'll understand that 100%. So
Now I'll actually be more offended if they say yes, because I'll be like, why would you do this to
I'll be like,
yourself?
oh god, now we gotta like live up to like some expectation.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, the next cover. This is your boy Mateo.
Yeah, what's so funny is so again, I didn't look at each of the like I did because everything just feels so busy lately. I try and look at so much stuff trying to vie for my attention. And I saw this cover, like I completely missed that it was a Mateo cover until again going through the slides, and I was like, oh my god, like it's freaking Mateo. I was like, how did I? Because it's funny because I've known Mateo's work for years, but again, it wasn't one that like was at the forefront because like I was introduced with Black Science, which funny enough, Britton introduced me to, which Britton has not finished. So, Britton, go, instead of watching the show, go finish reading Black Science.
No. We just lost another viewer. Thanks.
It was
down
Britton,
to 5 now.
But I mean, his artwork is so good. And yeah, just to see him do a cover was just, it was super fun to see that logo down there that he does. But I mean, the face off with the tree and the rendering on this is just, it's just insane. I mean, it's just
very good.
Cool. Such a trippy. In fact, the axe is just stuck in the head, and like Larry, I love how Larry actually looks like, oh no, like, yeah, we've offended the tree, we've offended the ent tree beard, we've hurt here. So, and I love the animals too. The animals in the foreground, like there's this passerbys, like the squirrel and stuff. They're like, ooh, what's gonna happen? What's about to go down? So,
the tree looks like a formidable foe too, like something that Gert may should not have stuck an axe in. Like,
oh yeah, 100%.
It doesn't look like someone that she should be messing around with.
But I love the grimace. I mean, it almost looks like a Joker or something for like that extra long nose and the teeth. It's just it's such a cool. So yeah, I was super. I was like, oh my gosh, Mateo. I was like, man, we're just getting the whole ink pulp, podcast to do a cover. So
yeah, so Skottie had mentioned, I believe, on one of the newsletters or something about calling in favors, getting all these people in to do covers, and he was not joking, because I mean the variant run is great, and then when we get to the ratios, they're great. I mean they're all like, I saw these variant covers could have very well been the ratio covers like there's nothing. It's just like you only have a certain, they can't all be ratio covers. You got to have some that you actually sell. So as we get, there's still I was not familiar with Nicoletta Badari. Are you familiar?
No, I keep seeing his name pop up, name pop up. So I again, it's one that I'm like, I've liked the stuff that I've seen pop up. So I'm like, I need to again like keep them on my radar and be on the lookout for them, because this is, again, the colors on this are just gorgeous. And I love how whimsical it feels. Again, it feels more like like a Disney meets almost in a way the whimsy of it. So.
Yeah, she is known, I'm reading here, she's a comic book artist, cartoonist, and illustrator from Rome, Italy. She is best known for her unique cartoon-like and character inspirations or interpretations. I misread that. Working as an illustrator, she has worked for publishing houses including DC, Marvel, Disney, Konami, Hasbro, all those good ones, all the good ones.
Well, I apologize because I said he, I corrected with they, but I apologize for assuming it was a man. But no, I mean, their work, her work. And because I want to say I looked up there, because like you said, generally when I see an artist that I'm not familiar with, I'm like, all right, who is this? Like, I didn't know about them. What have they done? So.
And she is represented by Kirby Comic Art. If anybody wants to check out her art, that's available. All right, but yeah, this cover. Yeah, this cover is it's different. It's cute, but it has a more magical approach. Yeah. I picture of something that has fairies and that type of thing in there. So
there you go, Britton knew.
Thanks, Britton. An
amazing TMNT Naruto cover and does lots of Disney and Marvel stuff. Or sorry, he said, and do lots of Disney and Marvel stuff.
Neanderthal. We can't take you anywhere. Just kidding, Britton. We love you.
I had to give him. I was like, I wasn't gonna give him a
Yes.
hard time. I was like, you know what? No, I'll rib
He's
him
he's,
live.
he's gave us a hard time
Yeah,
most time he's on here, or gave you. He's pretty cool.
yeah, giving me. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But this one, it's because I've been watching Pride. I was in
I
character.
like that. I've been in character. That's good.
Yeah, method. He went method.
You went full
I,
method. Yeah,
I appreciate this. This is the prettiest cover, I think, of all the covers for the
yeah.
run. The
This
colors and
art
the
is the
sparkles.
prettiest art of all the art.
I do like
Probably
this art.
The Office. No, it's
Yeah.
it's it's
Oh,
it's,
that's a
it's
good one.
it's that yeah. It's just that bright highlight and the colors are yeah. It's just yeah. It's such a gorgeous piece. So and I love how again it's less again it's always so interesting that like there's line work clearly, but I love when they color the line work so it's
Hmm.
less intense. And it's just more so like the colors that stand out. Her hair just really pops. Gert's hair in the bow there. So
Oh, it really does. And the bow is so big that
yeah.
yeah, so good. And the angry tree followed Mateo's cover. Like this is like the before and
Yeah,
after of
I know.
Mateo.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Second, yeah, it's cousin or something, or
yeah,
yeah.
all of these covers tell a story. That'd be great if they were all like lined up for her adventures through
Mm,
Fairyland. So
her
uh,
journey. Yeah,
and then Jay Lee's cover just chilling. There's no
Jaylee.
action. This is the
Yeah,
after effect.
and again, it's so interesting. Again, I just love the interpretation. You know, the axe is more of like a halberd or like a
Yeah,
more realistic axe, and then like, and then just like she's just on top of the mushroom, and they're just walking and covering her like the werewolf. Yeah, his stuff is so again one I wasn't as familiar with, and it was really the gargoyles, his gargoyle variant covers that I found that I was like, wow, I was like these just look so again unique and different. And funny enough, I was MegaCon. I think it was at MegaCon where I stopped at his booth and I was just like, "Hey, I just want to let you know your gargoyle covers are freaking fantastic." He's like, "Oh, thank you."
they
You know,
are.
like just saying things and stuff. So it's always cool to again to see somebody's name pop up again. And like you said, then now we're getting into the ratios, and this is the
Well,
one in
that's true.
10. So, um, yeah.
And
No, like you said,
Jay,
just a different vibe, just totally different vibe.
me, you, and Seth all approached him at Heroes last year too, and he was just a real humble
Did
kind of
we?
soft.
When? Did
Yeah,
we?
because I mentioned I brought up that he did a Gert cover sketch for me and a couple of ones. And he's like, oh yeah, I mean he didn't recognize me or know me, but he remembered
Yeah.
some of the stuff I'd requested for him. But just very soft spoken guy, real cool.
Man, I
Definitely
brain farted.
recommend.
I completely forgot that we also saw him at Heroes. So
We did so much stuff at Heroes last
there's a
year.
lot of there's a lot
The
of
psychedelics
people.
you were on were just
Yeah,
you don't remember.
yeah.
It
I
wasn't a
didn't
mushroom.
swallow
It
it.
was
It's just
Jay
in my
Lee.
mouth. I didn't swallow.
That's right. That means you're okay then. All right. So the 1 in 25 ratio cover, which I did not space out enough to move the cover
No,
up to the
I was
top.
gonna say that's another one of those little issues.
Yeah.
I'm
Don't
not
put
gonna
it.
put that
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah. Brandon.
That one must be like a box thing or something. But yeah,
Yeah. But Peach has put some some process images of this cover up on her different social media platforms. So I recommend checking it out. Peach has what's the thing for eyes, like the fear of eyes.
oh, there's
Oh,
like a few
I don't.
phobias.
Yeah, I get fear of because she does Spider-Man that. Oh, a metaphobia,
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
metapho-
metaphobia,
a
an intense
metaphobia.
irrational fear that causes anxiety around eyes, a metaphobia.
So yeah,
Which yeah, again, I I was gonna say, yeah, normally Peach doesn't do that much detail on her stuff. Yeah, this piece was not what I was expecting from her. Like it's so intense, and especially
it
for
is.
how kind of deranged, like you said, like the eyes, like the fact that like she's collecting eyes and looks like a little girl, like more
Yeah.
in that, like again, like a more realistic, I guess, and like interpretation. But yeah, it's just such a
Well, you
wild
would
cover.
think
And
this
again,
was a
ratio. This is the 1 in 25. So
horror book if you saw this
yeah,
cover,
that's what I was gonna say. Like
like a
it's
really.
oh my goodness, Ito. I'm forgetting his name, but like the popular
Oh
manga artist.
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
It's gonna make me Junji Ito.
Yeah,
I
I think
think
Funko
it's like
Pop even did some of them
Junji
because
Ito.
they were very
They did,
freaky
and
looking.
yeah, they did. I'm that stuff. I'm like, nope, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm Though, like seeing this, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I was like, this is intense. So yeah.
Yeah. But
Yep.
that's the
Yeah.
1 in 25 ratio.
Yeah.
As,
Yep.
as so as we've hit 110, 125. Now 150 may be my favorite ratio variant. The Daniel
Yeah.
Warren Johnson. This is metal. This is like the
It
metal, the most metal cover.
it's
I
just
think.
so good. And again, the color too, just that bright yellow, mustard yellow
Mustard yellow. Ugh, I like it.
background, and like the just her blood up into her arms and like the hands, and just the fact you don't see that. It's just, yeah, this one, and I always love that in the just completely blacked out and shadow face with just the eyes and the teeth showing, just that
Hmm.
super intense. Yeah, he crushed the 1 in 50. This is, yeah, his.
No.
And again, you know there's so many artists and you can only follow so many people. And again, this is another artist who, like, I've only
Me too.
recently come to like follow and look at their art and stuff. And I'm so glad, because I'm like, man, I've been missing out. Again, I got the art book, and able to follow. And I said, I love the moon is following us and stuff, and that, and other stuff that I've been reading with Transformers and everything. But yeah, this stuff is so good. Yeah,
You
it's
know,
it's definitely, I think, one of my favorites too. So
yeah, I think she killed the Batman Who Laughs. I can't
I
really
know,
tell.
that's what I was like. I was like, man, are we bringing in
I don't.
some of that Batman into this? So,
Like I just hear her chopping. It's like hearing the song. Do you really, really, really want to taste it? Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun,
but see, I can't think
see
of anything
Gert
with
pop.
Peacemaker when I think of that now. So now I just like imagine Gert doing the Peacemaker
That's what I,
dance.
that's what I said. Well, after she does, ends this person's
Mm,
existence, she starts doing
dismembers them. Yeah,
the crab
yeah. Now
thing.
we're getting pricey. Yeah, now we're getting up there.
Yeah, hide your wallets or hide the wives is what this is the segment. Hide the husbands and wives.
I
I
like the
shouldn't be so.
hide the wallets. I think that's a better, because then there's no issues. Then we don't have to worry. Like, hide the wallet. If you can't find your wallet, you can't.
I was going to say, you know who we really need to talk about to this. Seth's wife probably needs to know about these
Mm.
issues, but he hasn't been
I think,
commenting. That dirty bird is he
yeah,
is
I guess that's true. Yeah, and he hasn't messaged us like he normally does during the show. So
he is
yeah,
watching Ink Pulp live.
he is. Yeah,
You know he
he's
is.
watching Shack. Yeah,
There's no way
I'll
he's
go to
watching.
that one and find you. We'll see him in the comments of that one. So
Yeah. Oh, you're my favorite, Sean. Oh, Canetti.
yeah,
Oh, Canetti, I love you. Okay. Yeah, we just lost him here. He just left the show. No, but this one's the most metal of all the covers.
yeah,
But
I would
my
agree with that.
my absolute favorite cover is the next one because it could be anything. We don't know. We don't know yet. So
Imagine, like, that's what they actually ship. They ship it with the cover
covers.
coming soon.
Yeah, it's like Chris is at home working on it and like trying to draw the white font perfect and the gray shading, but it will be coming soon, and I'm sure it'll be wonderful because Pachalo doesn't do anything bad. He is a great artist,
No,
one of
yeah,
Scotty's
and
favorites.
for being the 1 in
Yeah,
100, you just know it's going to be.
great
Yeah,
Family
even the
Guy
cover,
reference.
it's going to be good. So
Yeah, a boat's a boat, but that could be anything, even a boat. So love that reference.
yeah,
Um,
that's a good one. Yeah.
but 1 in
No, how
100,
about
it's
you?
a big one. It's a it's a big one.
No, we're again, sky's the limit on these ratios. Because goodness, 1 in 50 is like when I'm like, oh man, 1 in 50. I'm like 1 in 100, and I'm like, man, what else is there? And then
Yeah.
you get the next one.
Boom goes the dynamite, as the
1
kids say.
in
They say.
250, Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
I'm not clowning around. I mean, it's
Well,
just
yeah, I don't know
so
what else to say. This
it's
is
just so good. I will say it's so interesting. Is it supposed to be, because the weapon or the thing she's holding where it says fluff off? I'm not sure. Is it supposed to be like a street sign or something? Or
I thought it was a cane, maybe. Maybe it's a sword. I think it's a sword. Maybe
oh,
it's a
okay. Is it
sword.
maybe his?
A
I'm
spear
totally
gun.
blanking on that guy's name from Spawn.
The clown, isn't it? Is there something else other than
Thought he
clown?
had. Did he not have another name? I could have sworn.
I'm not up to date on Spawn. I'm not. I've never really followed Spawn that much, so I couldn't.
Violator. That's it.
Violator.
Violator.
Okay. See, I thought Violator was
Um.
another creature. Violator. The
Yeah, there we go.
Britons.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, Brenton gets the same. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Keith
Violator.
jumps in there. Wow. We lose our
I
comic
want
cred
is
almost
that something
immediately.
the Violator? I don't know his character as well. But again, it's just such a, and this feels so Mad
Shane.
Magazine, like just that like intense, like
Yeah.
just her face, and again the fact she's spearing, one of Todd's characters is great.
Yeah, thank you, Keith. That's
Um,
right. That's right. Because I thought Violator looked
yeah, the two
different, but this
forms,
is, I
yeah.
didn't realize those two different forms. So I'm ignorant about
And I
that.
love, again, I've always loved McFarlane's, scroll. Yeah, I love the tiny feet. I love his scroll signature that he does. So
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, I wonder how this conversation went between Skottie and Todd to get this drawn because, uh, Todd, there's not a whole lot of variant covers that Todd does. So this
yeah,
is pretty special to get this one on here. And it had to be pretty wild, and especially a 250 ratio. Think about how many comic shops are not going to order 250 total books.
yeah.
So,
I'm
so
I'm
there's not going to be a
thinking,
lot of these out there, I would think.
yeah, yeah. I'm worried. I need to find more with my shop, but because I'm not entirely sure
I
what
hope
all.
so.
And it's tough too because again, this is a series. I don't collect every single Scotty cover. I just couldn't keep up with how many we get and stuff. So I try to choose the ones that I really enjoy and like. But I do try to collect every single I Hate Fairyland issue. So this poses a challenge. This poses an issue
Yeah.
for me when you get a 250 ratio. But yeah, so I'm hoping Coliseum I feel like is big enough to be able to get a few, but will I be able to get one is the big question. Plus, how much is this thing going to cost? Because goodness, 250 is just wild. So
Well, I will say this I went to type in, see which shops are selling the bundle packs, and Jared Cullum, who's going to be
yes,
on the
yep.
show here in a few weeks in March, or I guess a few months in March, just posted a bunch of One Piece drawings of Luffy and Usopp. So,
Oh, why are you?
yeah,
You're
it caught my
you're bad.
eye.
You're bad tonight. You keep
I
like
know.
getting off and get on your phone. I'm like, man, what is he looking at? That
Well, I was wanted to look and see what the bundle, like how many bundle prices there were, and Impulse Creation Comics has I Hate Fairyland 50, the Todd cover for $500 right now.
Man,
Uh,
he's been really on his Luffy, his One Piece.
I started not to even mention that, but I know how much of a One Piece fan you are. Uh, Golden Apple Comics has the Todd cover for $415. So as Tyler said, these prices are going to be all over.
Sorry, what did you say? How much? Sorry.
That's okay. $415 is what Golden Apple has their Todd
Really?
cover. Yeah, and the other place has $500 for. So if you can find one that has all of them for a good price,
Definitely get that. Yeah.
yeah.
Goodness.
There's a Stadium Comics. You can get all of the books for $540,
Well, there
including
you
all the
go.
ratios. So
What a steal.
we got to let Seth's Comic Shop know how much these are selling for other places.
Yeah.
So,
Goodness.
but yeah, this is going to be the one that's going to be hard to get. And as Shane says, a lot of people are going to be eating ramen or ramen, however you pronounce it.
Ramen, yeah.
Yeah, I've always called it ramen, and everybody tells me how wrong I am.
Yeah.
Ramen
It's not
noodles.
it's not everybody loves ramen noodles.
That's on. I can't do a Romano impression, but all
Yeah,
right.
he's got such a specific voice.
Uh, so that's our variants for I Hate Fairyland number 50.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be more drop. I have a feeling there'll be more drop. I don't know if I'm right or wrong about
Yeah.
that.
I could see there being, see
I
some
I
more.
I thought I heard Raymond the video. I thought I heard of some shops getting like store variants. Like
Yeah.
there's
I was wondering
specific.
about that because again, I have such trouble kind of keeping up. I don't check as much as Shane again, calling out or name dropping Shane for giving me the heads up on the Iron Man drop because again, keeping up with all the news and everything
It's
can
hard.
be a
It's very
lot.
hard.
So yeah, especially with all the like with Dork, there's like you said, there's all those store exclusives and they don't get specifically called out through like image and stuff. It's just kind of their own thing and their own thing to promote. So if you miss it, you unfortunately miss it. So
Yeah. But shop around, shop around. You might be able to
yeah,
find. Shop around, shop around.
shop around,
Get up, get up, get down.
shop it up, pack it in.
Man, we are not living up to these slides tonight, Tyler. I am not. I am not. I am falling. I am going to be
We're
left
living
wanting.
up. We're doing it.
We're doing our best. We're doing our best, folks. But this will perk us up.
Yep.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers
I
on kittens.
will. So I did want to call because again,
Oh,
so
go
I've
back.
got a few. No. On this one, you're good. We got a few background slides, and so one of the ones is the Kirby Crackle. If you'll notice in the background,
Ooh,
I have for this
I see
one.
that
So
now.
I thought that was a fun one because I know how much Skottie likes
I
it.
like, yeah,
And thought that could
I,
be a fun one. I still see there's the
the
grammatical error
space.
in the space,
That's
which
all right.
again I was like I need to check this before we do it, and then that didn't happen. So
We've
that's
run out of
fine.
time, folks. We're not
Yeah,
perfect.
we'll figure it out. So
Get your own podcast if you think you
yeah,
can do
get
better.
your own. Yeah,
No, I'm joking. Don't get your own podcast. We don't need competition.
you can
But
do it.
you remember, the song we cannot sing until 2055
Yep,
leads off this
just hum it in
segment.
your heads. Yep.
Yeah, we give you about 5 seconds to hum it, and then we're going to go on to my favorite thing and then Tyler's favorite thing.
Yep.
All right, time's up, folks. My favorite thing of the week, and it should be everybody's favorite thing of the
It's
week.
definitely Britain's.
Boom, the
He
Masters of the
has
Universe.
the power.
I was not ready for this trailer. I'd heard about it and I'd seen some images, and I think a lot of the images that we had seen was of the actor that plays He-Man or Adam
Yeah.
being like handcuffed by cops and being set mostly on an Earth. So I
Yeah,
was like,
real world.
oh Lord, we're going to get another Masters of the Universe that's 95% set on Earth. And like nobody wants to see that. We want to see Eternia. We want to see all this. But we didn't. It quickly flashed, and there was some controversy about the he him on the bottom. I thought that was hilarious because it was like a
Yeah,
great
it's
play on
funny. It's
on
literally
He
a
Man.
joke on He-Man. Yeah, his
Yeah,
name.
I think that went over people's head. It's like then people want to get
Yeah,
mad about something, they're
everyone
really
wants to
mad.
make it, something else. So
But soon as that jumped on, and they showed so many characters during the teaser.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm there with you.
so do you because our one of the ones we talked about specifically with this slide was the robot character and who that specifically would be. I'll start off. I don't really know much of anything about He-Man. I've seen a few of the original animated episodes
Yeah.
here and there and stuff, but I'm not like a major. So it was interesting, seeing especially Brins. I knew how excited he was about the show or the movie. So
Well, because that's Roboto, I believe, and I was trying to look who's voicing Roboto. It's a female that's voicing Roboto, I believe. I can't. It's an actress that
Hypor
you.
was my
No, Kristen Wiig. Kristen Wiig is voicing, and that one I wasn't sure who why how that would play out, but Kristen Wiig is voicing Roboto in it. So
interesting.
yeah, that was a different
Oh,
choice.
where was Spycore in the? I must have missed him in the trailer.
It was
He's
a
crazy
blank and you
trailer.
miss it. Yeah, it was so
Yeah,
quick.
okay.
I didn't see him either in the trailer, but whenever I went and read some articles on it, and they did a screenshots of him, it showed all of them. Yeah, Shane, and one of my favorite comments was that Jared Leto was so method that he actually removed the skin from his face to play Skeletor. I love that comment because
It's interesting. Yeah, it's one of those ones. I definitely think. I would say overall, I don't think Jared Leto is a great actor, but I think in certain specific roles he really shines.
yes, okay, I'll give you that.
Blade Runner was one that I go back to when people were like bummed that he was going to be in Tron. I was like, I think he could do Tron well because I'm like he did this character in Blade Runner well, and that's the character I think he's going to be playing.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay, that's sorry, I lost you.
No, sorry for coughing. But
No, you're good.
again, he voiced Hatbox Ghost, and it was great because it was like you couldn't tell that it was Hatbox Ghost. But that's the issue though, is like if you can't tell, then it's like why does it have to be Jared Leto? Why can't somebody else be if they're gonna, which I'm assuming they're gonna voice modulate him like they did with Hatbox Ghost. But yeah, that's the one negative for Britain. Yeah, because again, he plays flat characters very well. That's the thing, is he's a very flat actor. He's not very good at emoting and stuff. So it's good when the character itself is flat. But like I said, Hatbox Ghost wasn't flat, and I thought he did a pretty good job. But
if they add the voice modulator on it or whatever that's called, then you're right. It's gonna be Skeletor's voice.
yeah, if you
you can forgive it.
If you have one of these on, then maybe it won't be as big of a deal.
Goosebumps. Can you see them, folks? Look, there's goosebumps there. So.
Wait, here it is.
I'm Jared Leto playing Skeletor, and you don't even know.
Not a hair laying down now, right, folks? It's incredible.
Not a hair laying down. That's definitely gonna be like that's my way of saying goosebumps now. Like not a hair even laying down.
I have
People are like,
never,
what?
I have never said it before this moment. That was so spur of the moment. It's embarrassing, some of these comments.
It's yeah. No, I mean again for somebody who doesn't know He-Man
Oh.
as well. This looks cool. This looks again different than what I would expect from the series, from like what we've gotten previously and stuff. I like the kind of it felt very almost Guardians of the Galaxy or
Yeah.
there. Yeah, no hairs laying down. Like a band name.
Now, Jerry, I missed this comment, but he was too old for
Yeah.
He-Man. Man,
Yeah.
Jerry, you look good for your age. Because I was
Yeah.
I was He-Man. That was like my toys I grew up
Well,
with.
he's
And I'm
yeah.
like 45,
He's got the
just me 40.
Skeksis there in his profile. So I mean, he's got
Yeah.
the Dark Crystal going.
And he's a Tron. He loves Tron too. So
Mm.
he loves the OG Tron. So he can't be too much older than He-Man.
Yeah.
So
Might have some grandkids who
like me. But 56, you're living right. Forget Skottie living right. You're living right, man. You
There you go.
looking good for 56, Jerry. Looking good. So we love giving compliments. That's all we do on here.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Doing this show.
but it also, I will say, this has one of my favorite actors in it that I butcher his name every time. And you know who I'm probably going to say, the Idris Elba. Did I say his
Idris
name? Right?
Elba, yeah.
Gosh, I knew it was going.
Yeah, Idris Elba, yeah.
I love him. I love him. The great actor from
he's-
The Office. He's
honestly, it's so funny because I love his character on The Office just because I hated
so
him.
serious. Yeah, he
And so
was
it was so good to see him again with Michael and his confrontation. But he's great. Speaking of which, he's got his new season of Hijack that came out. I haven't watched it. Hijack.
We started
season one
watching
was
it.
fun.
Was he in Hijack season 1?
He was the main.
I didn't watch it. I thought it was like an anthology show, where it's a different show
No,
each season.
so what I'm thinking they're doing is like each season is a different hijacking situation with Idris Elba
okay.
in the Elba in the center of it. So this was a new hijacking on in a different location, different.
We're going to have to go back and watch season 1 then. I was mistaken.
Yeah,
'Cause I was so
season 1 was
lost.
good. I don't think you'll have to watch season 1 to watch season 2, but still, yeah, if you're enjoying it, yeah, definitely go back and watch season 1.
There wasn't much setup for the premise. It was like season 2 was like right into it and playing and everything.
Yeah.
I was confused, but I love him. One of my most underrated movies is the Gunslinger movie, where he played Roland.
and that's one I really like that one, and it's one I keep meaning to read the actual book itself and like the comic and stuff. But I like the movie, and I like McConaughey in it too.
Did a good Man in Black. He did a really good job.
Yeah, like it's, but yeah, I liked Idris. Again, he'd be such a great Bond. I wish they would just do it because I think he'd do fantastic job at it. But
he could play any role. You know who else he'd make a great role as? Gert from I Hate Fairyland. He could pull it off.
I could see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I would watch him in anything. So.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's all. That's all I got for my favorite things. So.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, we're done. No, Tyler has a favorite thing.
My favorite thing kept getting removed by Dustin because Dustin assumed he was like, wait a minute, Tyler already showed this off.
When your favorite thing is K-pop Demon Hunter related for 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, so I was like, no, Dustin, you don't understand. There's more K-pop Demon Hunters. There's always more. So last week's was a comic book variant that I got that had a small amount of artwork in it that was for a convention. This week's is the actual official art book that I received in the mail. So I love the fact that it's made to look like a magazine, which I think is just such a cool way to do this art book. But I think you can still actually look at it online. They have the art book online for a while with the music and everything. Yeah, I mean, just such gorgeous illustrations and concepts, and I love the call out for graphics and stuff. So this one was mine, and then I had some others that I thought of that I forgot to put photos for.
Oh, that's fine. You can talk about it.
It was the K-pop Demon Hunters Hot Toys figures were officially finally unveiled. They kind of showed the bodies off, and then they finally revealed the faces and everything. So those all look absolutely amazing. Again, they've been doing such a great job at getting into stylized figures and I'm really excited about. And so they dropped all three. I, of course, pre-ordered all three. They come out next year. I
They look
cannot
really
wait for
good.
those.
They are.
The
I don't think
accessories.
people. Oh, sorry.
Oh no. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say that they're so detailed and they're one of one scale, so they're going to look so good in your room behind you there. I
Oh my
cannot wait
god.
to see.
Yeah, one of one. Yeah, exactly. One of one scale.
They are good. I mean, they are very detailed. Like they did a great job on them.
Okay, yeah, here we go. So I can at least show.
Yeah, bring 'em
How
up.
do I? Hang on, here we go. Oh no, that's actually what I wanted. I was already sharing. I forgot.
Oh, yeah, I saw it at the bottom down there. I thought I've been seeing it pop up.
So this is Remy. So again, if you're unfamiliar with the movie, you won't really necessarily know. But the face sculpts are pretty much just 1-to-1 perfect. I mean, for a stylized movie, like there's some like
Yeah.
Zoe, I feel like is slightly off in the face just a little bit from her film version. But I love all the accessories. They've got the ramen, the light stick that I have, their phones, their swords. I love that her braid, has the bendable wire for posing, and I really like their backdrop that they have for the characters. But yeah, I mean, just such a good job, especially for these characters that are all skin to where it's rubber and it hides the joints. I like that. I'm not a big
Yeah.
joint person.
No.
It's why I don't really like toys, action figures, because it's like you see the joints. Like I want a really clean, premium looking figure or statue is generally what I kind of tend to go for. So I'm really
Posable
glad that
statues. It's kind of
yeah,
what they
exactly.
give
There
it to
she's
the joint.
doing the half heart for you, so she's got her half heart hand there.
We could
But
do
yeah,
it
I mean
kinda.
they just all look incredible together. I'm super excited to be able to get these and pair them up. So
Well, the challenge with Hot Toys has with some of these more stylized is to not make them look too doll-like, like what you would buy from Mattel or something for
yeah,
$20, because these are premium figures, and these are,
yep.
as I said, these are pretty much posable statues, so they're price point that the
Yeah,
detail.
if you don't have a Hot Toys, like it's, 'cause, I mean, you can see like the stitching on, and then the individual, like these are actual individual metal chains. Like they're tiny, tiny little chains, but you can move them around. Which nice about these that I really like is they have the separate moving eyeballs. So again, that's their new stuff where you can actually move
Yeah, I
their.
forget what that's called. It's like PED or something like that. That the
Yeah, so
technology for doing
there's
that.
I wish they had the magnets. They don't have the magnets, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But still is super nice to be able to pose. But I mean, they just look so good together. Yeah, I absolutely cannot wait for these. These are going to be
So
absolutely incredible.
sometime at
Um,
the end of 2027, they'll be appearing on screen here on Skottie Talk.
yes, yep, exactly.
They
So yeah, when we
take
reach
about 2 years.
episode 130 or give or take.
It'll be a good day though. It'll be. We may do a full episode dedicated
It
to
will,
the
yeah.
review.
No, I mean, like I said, it's same with the Snape. Not to the same exact extent that the Snape is, because that one's even more above and beyond premium. But yeah, they're super good. And then the only other one I wanted to call out that it was tonight that I watched it, Shrinking. If you are
I was
not
going to say that for
watching-
next week. Yeah, I was going. That was
Oh,
going
are
to be
you?
my next hit.
It's just so
Yeah.
good. To me, it has some of the best writing for television right now, and I think it's because it's the most natural writing in a TV show that I've watched before. Like the flow of it and the humor and everything just fits perfectly, and it just flows so naturally, and they all just embody their characters. It's just so well done, and the fact that you can go from like laughing your butt off to like a really hilarious joke to then suddenly crying your eyes out because something emotional happened and the heavy hitting, like it's just, I keep telling everybody, but it's like it's one of my favorite shows. It's up there with Ted Lasso, and maybe even it's
Go easy there.
yeah, but it might even pass Ted Lasso because it's just so good. Oh, I love it.
Bill Lawrence cannot do any wrong. I mean, and just if you watch all of his stuff from Ted Lasso to Scrubs to Shrinking, and I think he even did the Bad Monkey. I'm pretty sure he was tied to that one. But I mean, all of his stuff he puts out are just absolutely incredible. And Shrinking season 3, we haven't watched any of it yet, but that's what we're going to do after the episode tonight. And I cannot wait
nice.
to do that.
Well, and I don't know if you saw too, it's already been renewed for season 4 ahead of its
no, I had
episode
not seen
premiere.
that.
So yep, season 4 is already confirmed and ready to go. So and
You ready
again, it's
for
one of those things where like I don't want to just keep going. I would assume that they'll
endpoint somewhere?
have an endpoint or something. Again, I feel like Apple's really good about that rather than like just continuing, because they don't have a lot of cancellations. They have shows that have a very start to finish kind of, thing
Unless
to them.
you're Ted Lasso, we're going to make him do it till he's 90.
Yeah, exactly
that's
right.
the
You know
new
what?
stuff.
Cypher bringing it back. So
He's going to be a women's coach, which that's going to be one of my favorite things next week or the week after. So
yeah, that one's going to be interesting, because I was sad when my dad realized it's like the team is gone then, and I'm like, I would assume
Surely not.
most of the team is gone. I think they'll make appearances, but I don't think they'll be every. So you got to get a new team, you got to get new characters, you got to kind of start from the ground zero and get everybody to kind of. But it's like weird because now Ted is so established. It's like, well, he's not going to have the same hate or same.
No.
He kind of proved himself, so it'll be interesting to see how they do.
Well, until he loses, and soccer I've heard is pretty cutthroat. So if he loses a couple of matches, I'm sure they'll forget all the goodwill that he brought to Richmond.
True, yeah, they were like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're back to being a dummy.
Yeah.
So
yeah. The one thing I was going to say about shrinking before we move on is that the one thing that really gets me worried about shrinking is Harrison Ford is getting older and older, and I'm just worried. You're going to see that black and white photo pop up. I know that's morbid and sad, but that's going to be a sad day. That's going to be as grumpy as he can be in real life. He's a treasure.
Oh, and that's what I love though. I mean, he is one of my favorite grumpy old men. Like actor, like he just plays that role so well. I absolutely love it. I mean, he's just had such a career to him, and it's so fun to see him. Not to say that he hasn't done a project like Shrinking, but it's just fun to see him in something like that now, because of course everybody knows Star Wars, and honestly, like if I saw him, I'd be like, hey, love Star Wars, of course, but like, man, Shrinking, like that stuff is so good. Like it's some of your best stuff in my opinion with him. So
yeah, well, after seeing him in Episode 7 of Star Wars, and it felt like he was playing a cosplay character of Han Solo.
Yeah,
it didn't feel like he was really playing Han Solo, because I love seeing him. Every minute he was on screen was my favorite part of Episode 7.
Oh yeah, it was a blast. Yeah,
it didn't feel like the charismatic Han Solo, because he's aged. Yeah.
The funniest thing, and spoiler, like for people who haven't watched the movie, which you haven't watched Episode 7, you're most likely not going to watch the episode, but Han Solo dies in the movie. And my favorite part was my brother and I dressed up as Luke and Han Solo to the premiere. And I was dressed as Han. I dyed my eyebrows and hair and everything. I went the whole 9 yards. Custom outfit my mom helped me with. And it was so funny because the guy at the end of the movie sees me and he's like, man, I'm going to miss you. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to miss me too. Like it was just I was like, why? I dressed as Han and I cursed it. I was like, oh no. So
I use that line with my kids sometimes when they ask me to do something, and I'll be like, I just don't know if I'm strong enough to do this.
I can't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Yeah. You just, yes. He did Star Wars for the money, and then unfortunately got wrapped in more than he bargained for.
But he came back in Episode 9. Another spoiler that if you haven't seen, you're okay.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So it lived out there. This was Jerry had mentioned this back when you were talking about your K-pop love.
Yes. Oh man, I've told Skottie, I'm like, I've seen some of those 1-word sketch prompts, and I'm like, they could be K-pop demon hunters, and I'm like, if it is, then I need an alert to when that drops, because if I don't get that art, I will be incredibly upset. So
if you see it, buy it, and Tyler will pay you back immediately. This is not a joke. This is I want
Get
all
it
of our
for me. Do it for me.
Yeah, the stupid fresh masses need to come together to get this piece for Tyler. This hypothetical piece that may not drop for Tyler.
He won't do it. But man, would I love to see his take on it. So, but
you will know whenever it's about to drop if he gets a warning, because you'll see a thread pop up on the Facebook group of Tyler having a flash sale. Selling like everything he's got. So
everything must go for this one piece. Yeah.
Skottie's like, this is part of my retirement.
There will be a surcharge.
Yeah. Oh, of course there would. Not for good buddies. Jerry, you got to come on so you're at least good buddies.
Skottie would definitely. He'd be like, all right, well, this piece is going to be a lot higher because I know the only person who wants to buy this is Tyler. So
we're going to auction it off, and I'm going to pay someone to bid against Tyler. So it just keeps going. They can have a cut of whatever Tyler's final bid is.
Oh, goodness.
All right. Well, hopefully one day, from your lips to Skottie's ears.
Oh, yeah. Sensually whispering.
Not what I mean. We always go there. That's why the restraining order lasts for another 10 years. This was what you were referencing earlier that Shane was kind enough to drop. These dropped
Yeah.
in the Skottie shop today.
Yeah.
Tyler, I had barely seen they had dropped, and the first thing I see is Tyler's receipt for them. Like, I was like, dang, that's like the fastest purchase I think I've ever seen Tyler make.
I was appreciative that Shane reached out, because I was like, what, did somebody make a post? Like, I didn't have any notifications, I didn't have anything,
Good
coming
Lord.
my way. Yeah, only way out of oh my god. Yeah, the only way out is in. Oh gosh. That needs to be the end, yeah.
I've never
Or
gone
actually, I think it could be the beginning. Skottie talk. The only way out is in.
The end is the beginning is the end.
But yeah, it was funny because I don't know if you saw Megan's, because I commented, of course, on the Substack, and Megan was like, "Yeah, I
didn't
saw
see it.
your ninja purchase before we made the post."
I didn't see that, but that's very appropriate. She's
And I was
got her
like,
finger on the pulse.
all kudos goes to Shane for the heads up and letting me know, because I had almost forgotten, that this would be going up as a set and everything.
Oh, I had
and
completely
especially with
forgotten.
how limited the CGC was. So I was like, man, only 3 sets. That's crazy. So
Well, Shane brought up earlier that his default URL is SkottieYoung.com, the shop, and that's how he saw it. So he just happened to go there. So I don't know. I occasionally go there and just hit refresh on the original art to see what's still there. So it's a fun place, even if you're not buying. It's a fun place to just kind of wander and window shop.
And it makes sense too, for using the thinking that it's Wednesday, it's New Comic Book Day. We're getting the Iron Man cover. Most likely they were going to release a set. So it was a safe bet to do it like he did. I just don't even think about it. I just happened to check all tabs daily. That's the way to do it and be on top of it. So you can grab these up warehouse purchase.
Jerry, I think a lot of people's warehouse purchases are bouncing around because of the storm that's going on in the Midwest, where I know that KC's in the middle of it and we're still in the middle of the ice storm, and crazy stuff has happened around here. So hopefully, I've seen a lot of people's stuff arriving today in the group, so I'm hoping yours will get there before you know it. There, speak of the devil.
Wow.
About time you show up an hour and 41 minutes into it.
I just go straight to the original art tab. I mean, that's the way to do it.
That's smart. Oh, and
these
sorry.
are yeah, exactly. Yeah, checking. Yeah. These are both still available. Interestingly enough, the wording has changed. They now say we have just a few CGC sets available, so it's just a few. But yeah, these are both still available for purchase. So. Oh wow! Now the truth comes out. Yeah. Couldn't have us on in the background, huh?
Can we remove from show? I don't want
to. If only.
Delete comment. Put user in timeout. I think I'm going to use that one.
I do like that one. That is a fun. We haven't done that. I don't.
I haven't had to do that. I've had to kick somebody off the show that came in trolling one time.
Gator game.
Florida man. All right. But yeah, these are go and pick these up. These will sell. Yeah. I think, especially since the first one's out, they will not last for probably when the second one comes out. So go ahead and grab those. And they're going to look so good together.
They are, yeah. And honestly, I should have made a different slide with the OA that they shared, because I mean the fact that it's two vertical, 11 by 17s, it's 17 by 11, two put together. It's just so wide. It's like a print. I hope we get a print. I saw a few other comments suggesting the same. I really do hope we get a print of this one, because it's just, again, I'm such an Iron Man fan, and it's such a fun, silly cover. And I love that each part, has the history of all the different armors and all that stuff. So yeah. Also, I fell asleep. That
old man.
That does not surprise me.
Seth got the dinner mood going. I just now looked. This issue 4 comes out April 8th. It looks like. So you'll have, if you order the CGC, I just wanted to warn everybody, if you order the CGC set, April 8th when the last one comes out, so they'll have to send that off. So you're probably looking at 6 weeks beyond April 8th. So
I did appreciate Skottie writing, because like he said, normally Megan writes the Substacks, and he was like, I could pull up numbers and all that stuff. He's like, I'm not going to do that, because we were able to know that I would mess that up. So like, here's the link. You can go check those out yourself. Like, I'll give you what, what I can give you, and go from there. But he's like, I don't know any of that stuff. He's like, but that is the one thing. He was like, but you are going to be waiting quite a while for these. So don't buy these thinking they're an immediate,
tomorrow.
Which I don't
I think June or July. I think will be.
They must get it more often than not. But I'm like, do people not realize that like they have to wait for the book? Like they don't just get all the books, because then it be like people get the books ahead of time. That'd just be silly. Like you can't do that. So you have to wait until that final book drops. But I get people don't, look up
Yeah.
stuff. And
Well, people hit the order button and then start checking their mailbox, Scott Pilgrim style, expecting it to be out there, and it's
that
it's
is
not
Seth.
it's not the way it works.
100%. That is.
Seth. Yes, they are getting a negative feedback if it takes longer than 24 hours to be in my hand.
Yeah. It's like,
So
where's my book?
that's yeah. Where's my seek and find? My bootleg
Where?
seek and find. They just printed it yesterday.
I need it now. Yep.
Welcome back, Seth. We missed you. And you added this one after I had seen, so I didn't get to look at it, but yeah, this was
Yeah.
so cool. This was such a, oh, I was going to say, speaking of the Skottie, this was also dropped in his newsletter. I love the fact that when you're reading Skottie's newsletter, it feels like he just is kind of sitting back and chilling and writing it and doesn't read it back one time. He just hits send as soon as he gets done. And I
Yeah.
love that spontaneous nature of his newsletter because I would have to check it like 1,000 times and change it. But Skottie is so chill that I can just picture him, and it always flows. It always flows so well. And
No, it's not like it's like a negative. Because like,
No, it's a
I
compliment.
made that comment. I feel bad because I'm like, I don't want to like make him sound like he doesn't care or whatever.
He's
and
good.
stuff.
I think
And
he's
it's just
good. It's a better way
and
to
a
put it.
difference in writing. Megan's bullet points and making sure everything's and like you said, Scotty's just like, hey, these are my thoughts. I'm not gonna come through and check. I don't have time to come through and check. Like, just I'm gonna put out what I put out, and then you can read it. And then it's fine. You get it. So, no, it was super cool to read. Again, I always love, especially his backgrounds, and the history in terms of like what this character means to him. Because like everyone knows how much this character means to him, but like knowing why exactly and like when he started reading, like I didn't know, that he started reading the comic. Of course, I'm gonna forget the name. The like Unleasher, or like whatever.
Yeah, gosh, yeah. I wish you
What
wouldn't have
that was
said it.
called, of course, I blanked. But what led him into then, reading Lobo, and like you said, being a kid going to the store, like he didn't know. He was just like looking for cool books. He didn't necessarily know all the ins and outs of comic buying and stuff. But yeah, just such a blast of a cover, so fitting for the stuff he loves, like the bullet casings, like you said, and I love that it's so much. It's a baby variant. Trencher, thank you, Trencher.
Yeah.
It's a baby style variant, but like almost like a blend because it's not like it's baby, but I don't know, it's got more of like an edgy, teen kind of, look to him. So
preteen style. It's the hair's growing up. I do love that. It was different than the traditional baby style when I saw that. I thought this is grown up baby. I
grown up baby, yeah.
And
we're in toddler state now.
That's right. Adolescence, this is what adolescence style.
There we go.
If you go and look at the first 4 pages that Bleeding Cool has previewed for Lobo, and they're just the inks by Jorge, you'll see, and I think whenever me and Seth and Tyler were talking about it, he's like, oh man, this is just like chaos. It's so great. Like you watch it and there's no word bubble, so you don't know the story, but you don't really need to at that point. It's just like it's so... The flow of the story is so well, and it's so in your face. It's incredible. It got me really excited to see what all the rest of the issue is going to have. And Skottie, if you go back and watch what we were talking, the stream live or sketch live stream with Wayshak and Talbot, Skottie is talking about how they had talked about 6 issue arcs. He tells it in the newsletter too. But it's like, Lobo's not confined to a 6-issue arc. Lobo's kind of live by the moment, do their own thing. And that's what those first 4 pages felt like. It just felt like it was wide open.
And same with, Jorge being on Ink Pulp, he said the same thing, that it'll be an ongoing series, supposedly. He's like, I think I can say that. He's like, it'll be an ongoing series, but it'll just be, kind of whatever fits each episode. There doesn't have to be a specific, thing going on. There's not an arc, there's not something that they're getting to. It's just Lobo out in space, and whatever happens, which again, he's been doing it with I Hate Fairyland for 50 issues now. So now he'll be doing it with Lobo, and it'll work perfectly for that team and what they're doing and what they've done in the past and everything. So yeah, I'm really looking for it, especially Jorge's work is just, gosh, it looks so good. His stuff is just so freaking phenomenal. It's just so packed full of detail, kind of like Derek. Again, but it's it's not overly done. I don't know. It's just enough still. So
Well, the one thing we say about Derek's work, and I Hate Fairyland, that when we have him on here, is he doesn't let any space go unused. Like he uses
Yeah.
every inch of space. And if you look at these pages for Lobo or for Middle West or Transformers or any of the books that he's done with Skottie, Jorge does the same thing. Every square inch of paper is used, and I can't. I don't think they'll sell issue one individually. The original art. I think that's going to be sold as a complete issue. I just have a feeling about that. I don't know. Nobody's
That's
told
gonna
me
be
that.
one, yeah, that Jorge keeps, or
Something.
even with this one, I could see Skottie keeping this, or like holding on to this
Yes.
cover for a while, or maybe they gift each other's, to each other, kind of a deal. But
But
yeah,
the art for issue two, I'm afraid at what that's going to cost. I'm much afraid.
pricey.
Yeah, yeah. Save your pennies.
Yeah,
I would say save your pennies, but we don't make your pennies. They're trying to confiscate all the pennies now.
yeah, we
so
don't, make those anymore, and
Save
unless
your
like a penny
nickels.
was worth like 1,000 a piece, then maybe then.
Oh,
But
I'm hoarding some pennies. I hope the U.S. government's not listening to this, but I'm hoarding some pennies because
they're listening.
they're
How
going to be
dare
they're
you?
going to be a collector's value.
Well, I'm gonna skip because the next slide
What we
was
skipping?
one that wasn't meant to be. It was the artist alley.
Ah, okay,
But
okay.
that was just because that's I think that was leftover. Well, actually,
From
I'll go
last
back.
week.
So I guess I could
I
talk
like the
about
artist alley. I like
the
it.
logo. So again, this one was a fun one to come up with. Artist alley. Again, we always like sharing previous good buddies on things they have going on. We didn't get anybody, and we should have, but like we didn't get anybody, we could have Brett, with Dork coming up, a good buddy, and then
I like
Jamie, I
this.
think, is still accepting, commissions for OAX. Like there's stuff like that, but that's generally what we like showing, or sharing is just, what other artists have kind of going on and promoting their stuff. But yeah, that was a fun little, and I don't know if so. The logo itself, so it's meant to be an art easel, is the
Yeah,
A. The
yeah.
A is an art easel, and then
I thought
makes the other. Okay, did you get because some people thought it was
no.
like an alley, like it was like a street, like maybe they saw a
Yeah.
street and there were like the lines going down, which that works
I
too. It's
really,
an
I
alley,
really
but
thought it was the night from the opening scene of A Night in the Seven Kingdoms.
oh my goodness, yeah, there you go. Back in that second episode. For
Yes.
for those who haven't watched, there are memes going around in the opening for that show. My favorite
There's
being the
so
Willem
many of them.
Dafoe. The Willem
Yeah.
Dafoe is my favorite. If you haven't watched A Night of Seven Kingdoms, it is really good. It is completely
Egg is
different
great.
from the previous iterations of the show that we've gotten. My favorite being, I guess I don't want to spoil it, but there's a cutoff in the first episode that just like completely sets up what I feel like this show is going to be, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like sold 100%. This is 100% amazing. Like that's great. And I love the main actor. I don't really know him that much, so that's cool. I've seen some familiar faces, but not like a whole ton. So
They really don't have. I mean, if you've seen Bad Sisters, we talked about this. I think we talked about this before. Bad
mm,
Sisters, the Irish show, like Who Done It Irish show. It has
no,
two
yeah, I
seasons.
remember bringing it up.
Really
Yeah.
good. He was in it, but like the other, like you said, there's not a lot. The dude's 6'5" in real life, so he has the height.
Yeah.
He has a good height. George R. R. Martin has came out saying that the young actor that plays Egg, looks like he leaped off the pages, which is probably the
Mm.
highest compliment that you can get from an author of some of the book. So,
Thank you,
oh,
Shane. Thank
have
you
a good one,
for
Shane.
joining in. Yeah, have a good night.
So it
Yeah,
season,
it's a really good show.
and people were talking about how boring episode 2 was, and I thought I did not find it boring. It was too short, but it was not boring.
Again, it's one of those things, and it's funny because it's similar to the Frankenstein. So I just think people can't sit through. We've been so conditioned to be on our phone and get fast food and get things but it's like, man, I miss that stuff. I miss just like sitting in the atmosphere and just enjoying the
Yes.
journey. Everybody needs to get to the destination. We're all in a rush to get to the destination. I'm like, why are we rushing it? Like I like that it's not every, like, and that's what the show is going to be. It's not dragons, it's not big wars, it's more the chill kind of stuff. Which also, again,
Mhm.
another shout out to Wonder Man. I watched the first episode of Wonder Man and I
I gotta
really
check
liked
that
it.
out too.
Again, it's just more down to earth, day to day, like task to task type stuff, not the world is ending kind of a thing. We've gotten too much of that lately. I'm like, we need to go back to the breaks, the ramp up. The ramp up is what makes those big moments worth it. That's what makes it work in the end, or those big moments. That's what Game of Thrones did. I mean, if you go back, it's the beginning of Game of Thrones. It's the same thing. Game of Thrones, nothing would happen from episode to episode. And then you get this ramp up, and then like bam, then you
A
get the
battle
dragon,
that's
and
huge.
you get
Yeah.
the battle or whatever. So that's why
Well,
Dave Filoni is one of my favorites for Star Wars. He does that so well, that ramp up. So oh my goodness, I might.
he's
Yeah,
no She-Hulk.
I wasn't even gonna give him the time of day. Hey, I thought that was really funny watching She-Hulk work. So I thought that was hilarious personally. So
Well, the one scene in episode 2 of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms that I thought sold the show perfectly is when they're watching the joust. And mild spoiler. This isn't a huge spoiler because you kind of watch the previews and see. But when they're doing the joust, and Egg is on his shoulders, and then he looks down at, he's like seeing all this carnage going on out there and the squires having to give them these huge jousting poles back to the knights, and he looks down at his little hands and is like, can I actually be a squire? Can I actually, he's like doubting himself too, like, is he big enough to do that? Good. Of Wonder Man? I'm not going to even.
no,
I know I'm not going to give him. But
no,
but yeah, that's such an underdog.
yeah.
It's like an underdog. Like he's
Well, that's what I love about this show is for people who are familiar with the Game of Thrones, and I am somewhat like, again, this is based off another of George R.R. Martin's stories, and this character we already know their destination. We already know where they end up. We know that they're going to play a major role later on. But that's what's so cool is seeing them start in an underdog tale. Yeah, goodness. And find that path, find that, and how they're going to get there. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where the season goes. I'll be sticking with it for sure. So
yeah. And the bad thing and the good thing, the rest of the season, it looks like we're getting 30-minute episodes. Like it's going to be quick episodes.
Yeah, they're quicker. Yeah, they were quicker than I was kind of expecting. Same with Wonder Man. Wonder Man, I think was a.
Are they short too?
Episode. I think so, a little bit. I say
looked at the
short,
time
like
on
36, I think, minutes kind of ish. So
that is pretty short for
yeah.
But they're dropping them all at the same time, aren't they? For Wonder Man,
They did. Yeah, they did drop
That
all.
helps.
Which again, I was kind of bummed. I was hoping they wouldn't. It would have been again. We got to get back to television dropping one a week. That's what makes television television. We're not watching it like a movie. We're not consuming it all at once and then just like digesting it quickly and getting it done with. So
yeah, binging has spoiled everybody. That now if you don't drop them, and even shows that drop the first 3 episodes, I'm not too crazy about that either because then you've only got like 5 episodes left to watch.
Yeah, exactly. But with seasons being so short, it's such an unfortunate kind of repercussion, if you will. But yeah, so this is a new segment we created for the show. Previews.
No, Tyler did this.
I guess I was going to say we, but
give you credit.
The Skottie Talk guest catalog. So again, we had Artist Alley, but that wasn't really a great way to show our upcoming shows and give the guests their due credit and let everyone know, when these are airing, who we're going to have on, give a little glimpse and a preview. I mean, we've done that before, but again, I just wanted to make it more official and I thought it was fun to give it, the previews. Yeah, exactly. I don't get to say anything. Yeah, I didn't
realize to cover your tabs up. I didn't want to cover your tabs.
No. I appreciate it. Yeah, these are and we'll see on the next slides. Yeah, I did these as comic dividers. So these represent the 12 months of the year, separated into three months a piece. And again, I was just like, oh, that's a fun way to show, boom. February 4th, next week, we are going to have Mel Milton on the show along with Chris. And I'm going to
Peden like Eden.
Okay. Oh, that was right. Yeah, because I forgot he said that specifically on last week's episode. You're right.
Yeah, that's Chris and Mel in that image there. That's the image.
Mel. So yeah, I just wanted it's just a fun little way. Hey, they pull the comic divider up. We get the month. We get the date. And then we also, again, I just wanted to give a little, like a little example. This is one that Dustin had grabbed, which was amazing. This Wonder Woman rendering he did, which he loves Wonder Woman. I've started doing my dive into him before we have the show, so that way I'm prepped. And it's so cool that that's his go-to character to draw when warming up, is he just draws Wonder Woman. That's his thing, Wonder Woman, and I think it was like faces or something else, but he loves drawing Wonder Woman. So his artwork is fantastic. I can't wait to have him on and discuss, further the show and everything. So
And Chris has been a pleasure to chat back and forth with, helping to set this up to
yeah,
promote that boy Chris comics and also Mel's artwork. But he can't say enough good things about Mel. Mel seems like such a joyous guy. Every time
yeah,
I see an image of him or see his art, you can just feel the joy coming out of it. So I'm really looking forward. And that's right. Seth has said he can't wait to see him at Planet. Him
yeah,
and Chris will be at Planet. He's trying to get, Mel's going to be hitting more cons. So Mel's definitely got the talent to break on to another level. And I think getting him more exposure will be nothing but good for him. And I'm glad Chris is working with him now. They're, teaming up, and really looking forward to having both those guys on to kind of discuss what their plans are for the future.
yeah. No, for sure, and it'll be cool because the other thing that we've been wanting to start doing is better promoting the show. So now we have banners that we give guests who are coming on the show so they can self promote the show if they want to, and so I sent those off. So hopefully we'll be seeing those in the coming week from Chris and maybe Mel's account. But yeah, it's just again it's
Yeah.
it's been such a blast to be able to host and have such inspiring and awesome artists on the show, people who I never would have thought we'd get the
No.
chance to chat or talk with, especially in a more relaxed, kind of state, and just get to, again, because we're all just about promoting them in the best way
Exactly.
possible. And that goes for Chris with, that boy Chris Comics. That's his shop and store and brand. So, having the logo there with it and everything. But yeah, definitely
I,
excited for that one.
I will add, back when we first started this, Tyler, we didn't care if anybody watched it. We were just having fun with me
Yeah.
and you. But now we feel responsible that we're having legitimate people on here that we've got to, actually promote it. So Tyler's got some great banners out there. We're going to do that. Also, whenever Chris and Mel come on, there are going to be some comics. Chris, we're not sure if he's going to have his dork in stock or not yet, but we're going to be giving away a comic from his shop. Plus, there's going to be a signed Mel comic that we're going to be giving away next week. So I'm not sure which ones they are yet, but there will be giveaways next week to help support these guys. And
People love a good giveaway.
there may also be a commission op after the show, so that Chris will be running for Mel. We'll get more details on that next week for Planet. So really looking forward to having these two guys on and just having fun talking with them and seeing what all kind of art that Mel's been doing for the Planet commissions that he's taken on so far.
No, 100%. Yeah. And then after that, we're going to have our previous good buddy, Brett
Who?
Bean, on February 11th.
Who in the world's that? Brett Bean.
I know. Who is Brett Bean?
We kid ourselves. He's the man, Brett Bean.
He's so great. I can't wait to have him back on, especially after Dork releases next week. Well, we'll have Mel and them on, so that'll give everybody a week to get the comic, to read it, to discuss it. Super looking forward to it. He's been making his rounds with podcasts and stuff, talking about the comics. So,
Yeah.
Again, hopefully we won't ask repetitive questions that other people have asked, but
No.
it'll be fun. Hopefully we'll get a good idea of the reception of the comic, which I assume he will by then.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully by that point we'll already have a second printing and a virgin variant and all that kind of good news you get when a comic sells well. But
Yeah.
I've asked
Me
for
too.
all the Dork covers as well, Jerry. I was really excited. Andrew, who now is I think mainly the head manager of all the all the Coliseum locations. I gifted him one of the many ash cans that Brett gave me, was kind enough to give me, that were signed. And Andrew lit up. He was like, "Oh my gosh, Dork. Yeah, we love Dork." He was like, "We got to read the first 3 issues. Image sent it to the shops." He was like, "It's amazing." He's like, "I can't." He was like, "Man, I need to get this signed, or I need to get Dork signed. Can you get that?" And I was like, "Well, Brett's going to be here at MegaCon." He's like, "Oh my gosh, MegaCon," because they work MegaCon, their own booth. So he's like, "Oh, I definitely have to go get it signed." I was like, "Yeah, 100%. You need to go meet Brett in person, because it's such a privilege, because he's just such a nice person. He's just so chill and just such a great person to talk to." So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting to MegaCon. So I think it's by that point they'll have the first 3 issues. I think they said. I think the MegaCon's in March. But yeah,
Maybe. I
it'll be.
didn't see the schedule for that one. I'm not
It'll
sure.
be really fun, to talk about the series and how it's doing. So,
And I'm really hoping, and I'm been mentioning it to him, so hoping that he can make this happen, that we can see the art from
Yes.
Dork issue 1 live on the show, much like Derek has done with us. Which, be honest, Derek spoiled us. He has spoiled us with showing the way he shows
Oh,
art on
100%.
there. So
Derek's like, oh yeah, like you want, I'll get your art or whatever. Like it's totally cool. We're like, what? Like that's not like I would think that that'd be a problem, or like, yeah, hey guys, I've shown you enough. That we're not going to do any more kind of a deal. It's like, no, yeah, I'll just, like he loves showing it off, which is
I love it. I love
an absolute pleasure for us. So
yeah, don't. So we're going to remove comment, delete comment.
ooh,
There we
yeah.
go.
Oh,
Comment.
there we go. Is this
Bye-bye.
it didn't even happen. So
Toodaloo. There we go. But yeah, really looking for it. And I don't think Brett would have trouble, showing us any as long as it's nearby. It may not be
Yeah.
by, it may be boxed up. So if that's the case, obviously we won't see it, but we'll definitely dive into it and talk about our favorite. All we've got to see right now is roughly the first 4 or 5 pages of Dork.
yeah,
But by then we will see it all. So
it really, yeah. When Derek's
sorry.
on, it feels like he's giving away state secrets or something. 100%. It's
it.
like,
I love it.
especially when he's like, I don't know if I should be saying this, and we're like we lean in like actively.
Yeah.
It's like, huh? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna mention? So
You definitely should be saying this, is what we say. So
yeah,
but
please
Brett,
go ahead. Yeah,
I know Brett is very excited about this, and why wouldn't he be? Because you
Yeah.
see, he's courting all the podcasts, but on February 11th, he comes home to his 2 papas. We're is that too far?
Oh, I don't think I'll be referring to myself as Papa Beam.
Papa time.
Yes, Seth, don't say that again. Oh man, I hope Brett I wish it was one of those things where we could clip this and send it to Brett. I mean, I guess we can clip it, but
I don't
and
think
Brett
we
be like,
can.
hey, so I have to cancel. So sorry, last minute.
Well, whenever I refer to you as Papa Tyler in the first few
Papa.
minutes, yeah.
Come to Papa. He'd be like, what? Papa.
Well, he sees our name at the beginning. It's like Papa Tyler and Papa Dustin, Papa D
Like,
and Papa T
what?
here.
Oh, it just keeps going. It just keeps getting worse. Papa D and Papa T.
Oh, then whenever we split up and we have to
These
split
are
custody
rapper
of him.
names? Is that what you're
Yes.
trying to get at?
No.
I'm Papa D and Papa T.
I get bread on weekends and you get him on weekdays. We're just
Wow,
I've
this
never-
is a scenario that you were a fantasy you were living out
my gosh.
live for our
Child
7
support's paid in
viewers.
comic art. Okay, let's go on to the next one. February 11th, Brett Beam will be on, maybe.
I'm not drinking enough for this.
Oh, the Diet Mountain Dew's empty, so I got to talk fast.
Oh goodness.
Anything new after that, Papa Tyler?
Can we mute his mic? We can't. Here we go. See, he's muted. Dustin can't hurt us anymore. Yeah, Dustin really be popping D exactly. Oh man.
Can you show me on the podcast where he hurt you?
Yeah.
Oh, am I still muted?
No, you're unmuted.
Oh
now,
gosh,
yeah.
you should have kept me muted.
We can hear you.
Okay.
I've got a stack. I'll quickly go through. I've got a stack of pickups that I haven't shown off. Some they're ones that mostly people are getting. So we've got Rogue. Love the Rogue cover. I know Britton loves this cover. Gotta love this cover. I love the art. Such a cute issue.
And that's the one that's getting a 1 in 25 variant, virgin variant, second printing, correct?
It is, yes. I have the one I was sad because I didn't think I was going to be able to get it because I forgot to pull it, and thankfully my one of my friends at the comic store was kind enough to get it for me.
Oh, sweet.
I Hate Fairyland. And here, I'll just go ahead and do the I Hate Fairyland, and then the variant with the title that we'll hide for Dustin's sake.
Thank you.
I love that one, and then of course, like Dustin was saying, the version that was Skottie's that he did based on the cover. Yeah, I love this one. Such a cool, clean. I did miss, unfortunately, the Fantastic Four cover. That one was already gone. I didn't grab that one or I didn't add it to my list, unfortunately.
Did you show the one from today? Have you showed it yet?
No, I didn't get that one. I didn't unfortunately get that one because I normally go on Saturdays. So
I got you.
But this Saturday I'll be out of town, so I'm hoping I can go Sunday, but I'm unsure. Now Next up, though, I got some backlog that I was filling, thankfully.
That's right.
So,
That's nice.
somebody had brought in some new Skottie stuff. I always check the Skottie section because it's one of the few one of the few Coliseum locations, if not the only Coliseum location that has a Skottie section specifically. So, love this cover. Always love when the BAMF when they do the Nightcrawler and
So
teleporting. Some of these, older baby covers, I absolutely love these covers. They're so good. Some of these I already owned. I just got backup copies that are probably a bit cleaner. But I love these covers, so I just wanted to make sure, just if anything were to happen that I've got some backups there. But I love those covers. Same with these next ones. No, these are ones that I don't have, or I didn't have in my collection.
Love that Thunderbolts cover.
And Uncanny. Yeah, the Thunderbolts one is great. Talk about bullet casings.
Yeah.
And I just love their outfits for the Uncanny X-Force. That's just such clean covers. So funny enough, this is an extra one that I also got. This was the first cover that I picked up from Skottie, was the Thor back when it came out. I remember vividly getting this cover. And I know, and then the reason I got this one is because it has a coffee stain on it, the original one that I got, or some kind of stain on it. So I was like, oh, very cool. I can get a pristine, clean edition. But just seeing this baby Thor chasing after a cat, I was just like, I had never seen a cover. I was like, this is adorably amazing. I absolutely love this cover.
That's a good cover.
So yeah, that's such a great.
That's
cover.
one of the first Skottie covers I remember seeing back a few years ago too. I didn't buy it, but I saw it online.
Really?
Yeah, that's why it kind of introduced me to. I remember it's an old Thor cover.
Yeah,
and when you pulled that up, I was like, "That's the exact same."
Yeah, it was just like I just pulled it out of a comic box, and I was like, "What is this?" And like that began my fixation with Skottie. Like from then on, cool. I was hooked. I was like, "There's more." I was like, "I have to get all these covers." So. Again, thankfully, some ones I didn't have in my collection, the Defenders and the Fantastic Four. I always love a good, silly Fantastic Four one. And I love, again, the colors on this Defenders one, like a bit more pastel, but just the vibes that it gives is just so fun. The two of them on there.
You did really good.
I know, yeah. I was astounded. Like my jaw, I was like, oh my gosh, like these are legit, good covers. You don't come across these covers very often.
It's usually like the last 2 years was what you see, like in back issues.
No, exactly, yeah. And then same with Young Avengers. I just love that cover.
That's great.
And then Standoff. I can't, beat a silly, punchline, especially with Iron Man on there. So these were super fun to get. And again, I didn't have these, so it was nice to fill out the backlog. And I think I may be showing this off, but I was just going to show it again. Just like the Gunslinger, I'd gotten that one. So again, fun that Skottie's done a few of the Spawn ones now, and then with his signature, what he did with the scroll, like he did. But cool to see Todd, coming in. And then the craziest one to me, especially for how much this was. It's a Captain America cover, but it has 2 signatures on it. And this was $12 I paid for this. 2 signatures. It has Rick Remender and Dean White's signature on this Captain America cover. And this was $12 in the Skottie bin. And even when I bought it, they were like, that's only $12 then? I was like, yeah, it's only listed at 12. I was like, Rick Remender, I'm not as familiar with Dean White, but I was like, Rick Remender, I'm sure it costs that to get a signature or something maybe, but I was like, wow, so interesting to see and so cool to get their autographs on there. So
that's a good one to get signed by Skottie at Heroes.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, this was one that I was going to probably most likely bring to Heroes, and then be able to get his signature on there and kind of round it out. So not often you see a signature edition in the books or the boxes, but every now and then you get lucky.
That's really cool. And don't forget to show the book from last week, because we had to rush through because we were running low on time, because we did the American Gods that you picked up, because that one's such a good book, and we were running really low on time. We were hitting the 2-hour mark last week, but I wanted to that is such a cool cover and so hard to find anymore. It's
such a difficult one, and of course I'm gonna blank on, because it was one of the Skottie sales. One of the people who does the sales frequently.
Was that Dave?
I think it was David. I think it was David. And he listed this, and I just put in, the starting bid, and then thankfully nobody else bid on it. It was like 85, which is pretty solid for this cover. Again, it doesn't pop up very often. It has a few, you can kind of see it has a few, I think they're like scuff marks on the front, but again, I'm not looking for like a perfect, I just really wanted to own this cover. I just love the cover itself. I still need to read the book series I've read and the comic too. I love the show. I watched the show with my dad and really enjoyed it. But yeah, just such a cool cover.
I think wasn't that an Emerald City comic, an Emerald City Comic Con variant? I'm trying to remember what con that was, but that was a con variant.
It would make because it's a Dark Horse convention exclusive. It would make sense why it's so difficult to find,
and especially rub marks. If someone picked it up at a con too, that would make. I know there are some vendors whenever I bought mine to have yeah, it's either that or like it's like paint on. I think it's like rub marks on it. So. But yeah, I mean, it's just such a cool. Oh, San Diego Comic Con. Seth was it San Diego?
I'm not entirely sure.
Nah, it might be San Diego. I remember buying it from a vendor that was attending the con because yeah, it is a San Diego Comic Con retailer. Dadgone it, Seth, making me look bad.
That's a ghost. Yeah, very hard to find. Yeah. So yeah, that was a cool one. It shipped great. I forgot I've already gotten from him before, so like I always kind of forget. I was like, oh yeah, so it was easy, just send it. He shipped it very quickly and packaged well. So, yeah, you're welcome, Seth. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll never hear me say that. Pretty much the same books that you showed that were released this week with the Iron Man. I left them in my car at the top of the hill in the ice. So I couldn't grab them. But Chiefs Comics here in Glasgow and also has a shop in Bowling Green. Had them pulled for me, and I picked them up today. So big shout out to Chiefs Comics, and very appreciative of that. So great condition, great looking books. But nice. It's what I wish I'd had them to at least run through them. But like I said, they're in the
I know, yeah. I can't wait to get mine, especially that Iron Man. I've got a decent handful of stuff that came out this week that I'll need to pick up.
Well, we had a drought. It felt like we had a Skottie drought for a few months on like the books, and then all of a sudden the floodgates opened up.
We had a Skottie drought, but it definitely didn't have a drought. I'm just reading so much lately, and I'm not complaining because there's just so much good stuff to read currently. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Shout. Very cool.
I wanted to make sure. At least I forgot to bring the books from the car, but I wanted to make sure and give credit where credit's due.
They're nice and crisp and cold outside.
That's right. Laying in the. Please, nobody stop by and grab them out of my car.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think it was the last Martian book came out. Today, the last in the series, I think. So the Absolute Martian. So
I got you. Shoot, there was one other thing I was going to mention about the books. Ooh. My mind's went blank now. Oh, get the crick out. Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I had a little like pinched nerve. So.
Don't hurt yourself. But yeah, there's so much stuff coming out, and there's so much good stuff to read. So visit your local comic shop and support them best that you can. And I was looking at the walls today, and there's a ton of new books out. And gosh, if you were someone that could, read as many books as you wanted to, this would be like your heyday. This would be the perfect time to be a comic reader, a comic fan.
I'm gonna say, like, just to kind of shout out, I picked up Cul-de-sac, Exquisite Corpses, Ghost Pepper. Really loving that. The one I haven't started, and it's the prequel, is Save Now. I was really looking forward to that one. One that was a backlog, or not a backlog, but like one that, so it has one out now, and it's called Briar Knight's Terror. I don't know if you're familiar with the Briar series. So I wasn't familiar with it. Knight's Terror, the one that's currently out, I think it's on issue 2 they just dropped. Thankfully they had issue 1, and then I found thankfully they had the trade paperback for volume 1 that collects issues 1 through 4. And then they had the individual issues for 5 through 8.
Yeah, I think Jerry wasn't here earlier when you mentioned Cul-de-sac.
Such a fantastic. Like I said, I've been picking up all the Jim Food covers, but unfortunately they only had the regular covers, so I picked up the regular cover. But yeah,
is it safe? Is there a page you can show that's kind of safe to? I don't know how rough that book gets, but
I mean, it's pretty. It's like, again, it's kind of. This is a good one. I mean, it's
just for example.
I don't want to spoil anything, but I mean, it's just phenomenal, the artwork. And what's cool is it has this newspaper kind of feel to it, very cheap paper, but it fits.
Oh, you
the
can see
comic
that
so
too.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that texture to it. So, yeah, it's such a great vampire, comic book, and his artwork is just, yeah, it's just phenomenal.
Too cool.
Yeah, such a great comic. And like I said, I'm interested to try out this Briar. So like I said, Briar was the first one, and then the Untold Terror is the new stuff. So I'm excited to get to dive into that. And then just some other random. I picked up a Starship Godzilla. I love these
Cool.
movie homage covers. They're super
Mhm.
fun.
That's is that District 9 there? Or what?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't say the movie though, and the reason why I was so excited was because the one I think it was the previous one. I think it was issue 3, or it might have been issue 2. I think it was issue 3. Was they did the Last Starfighter, and I was with a friend when I saw it. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I think that's homaging Last Starfighter, and I had to like look at the
Yeah.
poster. I was like, sure enough, it was. I'm like, not a movie that a lot of people know that I talk to. Super fun movie if you watch it. Guy plays an arcade game, Last Starfighter. Turns out it's real. They need him in their army. He's the only one who can
Yeah.
fly the ships and stuff. Exactly. Yeah, realizing you missed a bunch of books.
Yeah, District 9, that is the poster for it. It's been
It
a
is
while
District
since I've
9.
seen the
Okay,
movie,
that's
so
a good call. I completely blanked, which I feel bad because District 9 is also another
great movie.
fantastic movie. And then 2 from Mad Cave. I don't pick up a lot of Mad Cave stuff, but they had a one-off Speed Racer issue that I thought was really cool. Tales from the Road. I was like, again, flipping through the art, I was like, man, this is awesome. This looks really cool. Again, I love
Yeah.
Speed Racer. I just rewatched that movie, like one of the best modern day action, like just like comic booky like style. It's just so good. And then the other one I wasn't really sure, Jinpei, I believe is how it's pronounced. Again, the cover just caught my eye, and then flipping through the comic itself, it's
Good
just,
art.
again, it's just this gorgeous, rough, loose, but like it's just, yeah, such a unique, specific style to it. So
Yeah, I like the contradicting colors there too, from one page to the next. Just the
yeah,
green
and
to
it
red.
wasn't like super colorful. It has more of like an old school color vibe
nice.
to it with comics. So yeah, I mean, just tons of, like you said, there's just tons of good stuff. And a good handful of this was stuff I was already picking up, but then the Briar stuff and other things I find that I didn't even know about, and I just suddenly grabbed. I knew I liked you for a reason. Yeah, exactly. That was my jam. Came out when I was younger. Yeah, it's such a. I don't even remember how I stumbled upon it. I remember watching it and being like, dude, this is such a cool premise and movie. So but yeah, I mean, just tons, like you said, tons of stuff to be reading. And then the same with that MFKZ. Like that was another one's recommended by one of the workers. So I was like, all right, I'll pick that. Which, funny enough, Mel Milton did a cover variant for issue number 2 of that, which I didn't realize because I was watching a video and they were showing his art, and he did. I was like, wait a minute, I just picked up that comic. I was like, did he do the art? But he did a variant for it. So yeah, Robert Preston. Yeah.
Well, real quick, I will say thank you to Edgar Martinez. And you may say, who is Edgar Martinez? He is a new subscriber. He just subscribed 13 minutes ago. So,
Hey.
so we went from 147 last week down to 146 this week, back up to 147. So thank you, Edgar Martinez. And also Mike Bayhack, the episode from last week is only the second episode of Skottie Talk to hit 200 views. So it just now rolled over to 200 views. So
Woo!
we're moving
Thank
on
you,
up.
Keith. Thank you for watching. Yes, hopefully see y'all next week. Yeah, it'll be a really good show with Mel. So
yeah, and they're going to promote it. We're going to promote it because we want to get a lot of exposure for Mel. A guy that I followed for several years. Looking at his art, I've got a commission that I'm not sure if it's going to be ready by next week, but we'll see. Hopefully, we can
thank
show
you,
off.
Ryan.
So, thank you. This is it's an honor and a privilege is all I can say to be here before you all guys and to be y'all's papas as well as Brett Bean. So, I have no.
I muted you.
I earned that one.
Okay,
I earned that mute. That's good. No, you better have. Heroes 2026 potential fan meetup. Anybody wants to do it? Come on, we're like this in person. This isn't an act. we couldn't act like this for 2.5 hours if we tried. This is who we are. So we're.
I mean, I can act as much as long as you. I mean, I put on a Ryan act for
Yeah,
an
that
hour
was
and a half.
pretty grating, though. We don't like that. Yeah, just keep acting like this at Heroes. But
That was pretty grating.
that was rough. But Heroes is coming up. We're only like 5 months away from it. So, oh, don't bring him back. The PTSD set in there. Yeah, Ryan is my nom. It will be on my shirt. So, Heroes 2026 potential fan meetup. Buffalo Wild Wings Thursday night, possibly. Have the whole crew there.
Buffalo chicken wings.
Looking forward to it. Hopefully we can see some new faces and some old faces and some Seth faces. We're wanting to see everybody there.
You won't see Skeff though. Skeff has said he won't come if it's Buffalo Wild Wings again. So.
Oh, Skeff says a lot of things. We'll try to get him on there.
Yeah.
But we're also hoping to see, our buddy. Yeah, I'm hoping lots of our good buddies to actually not come to Buffalo Wild Wings because they have other friends to hang out with, but see at the show, including Brett, Jay, all these other guys, and hopefully in 2027 we can try to get Derek there too. That's my long-term goal is to get Derek to Heroes.
It'd be awesome, yeah.
Yeah, to stay in the Airbnb with me and Tyler and Seth and our live cam.
We can be Derek's papa.
Yeah, we're like Father Abraham. We have many children. And whenever I just want to be clear, whenever I say live cam it would be the most boring live cam because it would be all of us looking at comics and comic art, and it'd pretty much be Skottie talk on for 72 hours straight. It wouldn't be anything exciting at all. This is about as exciting as we get as I hit the camera. All right. I feel bad even offering people to come on here now. So
as we have like Mel and other guests coming on, we just message. You know what? You don't actually have to come on. You can.
Yeah, we're sorry. We're sorry. As they enter, and you know what that means. Next week, the club will open back up. We're running out of room in our club. Our capacity. We're about to build a bigger club. I think our
club is
it's becoming a fire hazard. People are going to be tripping over each other to get out. So, but the club will be open. We'll be welcoming 2 new members. Please join us and support those guys, even if you don't want to support us. We're okay. They're great. So please join us next week. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Hopefully you all have enjoyed this 2.5 hours. We've made it 2.5 hours.
I know. Yeah. I'm always surprised with our smaller quote shows, but
this was supposed to be our an hour show. So
we do the cha-cha.
Like 2 crazy papas. Night, Jerry. Have a good one.
Night, Jerry. Thank you.
But we're going to try something next week that nobody's ever seen on Skottie Talk before. And there's going to be a slide that pops up. We're going to let our artist and Chris know there's going to be a slide that pops up that's like that's like a detour.
Yep.
So we're going to have all the fun that happens after the artist, that we do the favorite things and any new Skottie items. But we're going to give the artist and Chris, Mel and Chris, the option to hop off the boat before we hit the iceberg.
To abandon ship. Yep. Thank you for we're glad we could get you to that point, Jerry. So
yeah, thank you. Be safe. I need to pick up. Yeah, be safe and have a safe drive home. 11 p.m. He must be on Eastern time, the devil's time.
The best time.
So, all right. Looking forward to seeing you all next week. God bless. Thank you all. I'm out. Tyler, you can finish this up however you want to. You can mute me for the rest of the show.
Thank you, everybody, for joining as you usually do. Again, it's always fun to see the numbers just as high on a normal night as they are with the guests. So that means y'all, care to watch the regular stuff just as much as you care to see whatever guests we have on or giveaway we're doing, whatever have you. So, good night, Papa, Britton says. But until then, until next week, until Mel and Chris, stay fresh, live messy, and we'll catch y'all next time.